Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today we've got new starting image, and I spent 7 hours, 7-ish hours on this yesterday. This is a 4K image that I have scaled down to fit into the window, so believe it or not, yeah, boy knows how to draw. What? Crazy. But without further ado, we are finally on the last Sonic game with a story that is connected to everything else. Team Sonic Racing. Hello, Skylar. Everything is going A-okay, but let's just jump right into the Team Adventure mode.
Hi, Sonic. Owo-chow and Big and I are having a picnic. Want to join us?
The story here is very
weird invitation
small.
to meet somebody at the beach for some kind of race, but I've always got time for a chili dog.
A race?
I'm glad you do. It was meant to match the Be Right Back image I made a couple weeks ago.
Hello, Blue Hedgehog. I am Don
Yeah,
Paw.
I'll let you know if I do.
To see you accepted the honor of
So this is Don Paw. He is the new character for this game, and we'll get more into him later.
Fastest is Sonic's middle name. But what's this race all about? Your invitation was skinny on detail.
We're gonna get a lot of questions like, why is Sonic in a car? I have answers. I have answers, believe it or not, I have answers.
Limited intellectual
Hello.
capacities.
Oh, Hello.
All I need to know is that you race as teams
Hi,
of the
SML,
most
how you doing?
advanced cars that my
Doing all right.
science can create.
Did you get to see the new
Testing
image?
your limits on
No,
my
what new
punishing
image?
Track.
That's pretty vague. And
This
ignoring
one.
that limited intellectual capacities crack, all this super science and punishing track talk.
Are you actually watching the stream, or?
Eggman-esque.
Yeah. Wait, no.
I agree.
No, I-
I just met this guy and I already don't trust
It's also in your Telegram chat.
Yeah, the
Oh.
whole thing's a little
It's
sketchy.
the new start.
Daron's got
It's the new
theories.
starting soon
We wanna
image.
check out this
It's got
race
everybody
with
on it.
supercars. Come on, you know you'll all be safe
Oh,
as long
neat.
as I'm around.
Why do I
Yee.
look like a hippie?
A wise choice.
Because
Hedgehog. Join
Every
me
time I
in
draw
my
you, I do it
race.
slightly differently.
We'll go to
Who is SML? Skylar. Skylar's wondering who you are. SML is one of my father figures in life. When my dad kind of sort of just up and decided he didn't want me anymore. And
I'm also an artist.
he's also an artist, and he's a dear friend of mine, and I like it when he's on the stream sometimes.
Sometimes. I
So-
join little.
Now that Team
He
Rose
does.
is going, Team
But he
Sonic
joins
is
enough
getting
for him to
ready
be in the starting soon image. Because I can't get the other two people, the two people from North Carolina in, because Harry is always busy, and Nick is always dealing with something else crazy at midnight police shifts.
SML with Super Mario Logan. Mine is not Super Mario Logan, it's just an abbreviation.
Hang on. I have no idea what caused that. My capture card actually crashed. Cool.
Oh.
Or at least the program crashed my capture card.
I mean, I'm looking
Never
at-
mind. It works. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, I was about to say that I'm looking at the stream and it seems perfectly fine.
The racetracks are ready. Time to acquire.
So, SML, have you actually, Skylar's fan, actually, you know what? SML, would you like to just go by Sam instead of SML?
Nah, I prefer SML.
Okay. Always question, because small. It just describes you.
Yeah, well, I like to go by SML because a lot of people have different takes
Okay,
on it.
let's race.
Like, people look at it and they're like, how do you say it? Do you
Welcome
just
to
spell it?
this
Do you say
circuit,
small?
the first
Does it
in
stand
a
for Super
series
Mario
of
Logan?
races.
And you say that the winner of the
I don't think
tournament
there's a
gets to
Logan
keep
in your
his
name,
car?
if I remember
Sweet.
correctly.
No, not by a long shot.
So this game came out in 2020, if I remember correctly, or 2019. It was shortly... What?
That recent?
Yes, this game is a PS4 game. It was also an Xbox One and Switch. And it's a pretty good racing game. It's not up to the standard of Sonic All-Stars, in my opinion, but it's got some really good qualities and some awesome change of lives and quality of life changes, and it's got some really, really challenging races.
Mm.
So, it also has this really cool story mode. And it's the only Sonic racing game with a story mode, other than Drift.
Yeah.
Hello,
February. Welcome.
Wherever we go, we'll
Wasn't
go as a
wasn't the
team.
other, like,
Right,
quote
Nick?
unquote racing game with a story the Sonic Riders? I think it was called.
I mean, there's Rivals, but that's less of a racing game and more of a Sonic game with two characters trying to beat each other to the end.
No, not Rivals, Riders. Like the one.
Oh!
People.
I'll get the hang of that. Yes, Riders also has a story. However, I chose not to include it because it's very difficult to figure out when those games take place. And of course, we've got a tutorial pop up. This is a slingshot. Anytime you are in the path of the person ahead of you on your team, you have teams of 3 in this game, just like in Sonic Heroes.
Keep off the grass.
If you can stay in this path, you'll build up boost, and once you're at the full max boost, you can get other characters' boosts if they use a boost themselves. And you'll also get to boost when you leave the slingshot. Essentially, it's meant to keep your team
Together.
yeah. Because if you can't keep your team together, you won't win the actual race itself. You can do tricks in the air with the right analog stick.
The graphics look pretty nice. I gotta say the graphics look pretty nice.
Oh, they are gorgeous. Honestly, I'm amazed they didn't use some of these graphics for Sonic Colors Ultimate. You can pass off items to friends, and with the slingshots and the items, you build up star meter. And once you have a maxed out star meter, if you hit triangle, you basically get a Starman for a little bit of time, and you can continue it by continuing to share items, continuing to do the slingshot. I don't believe you can keep it going for too awfully long, because that's the way the races are just designed. You just won't get enough stuff to keep it going. But the goal for this first one is just get to the end of the race, beat Amy's team. And you're gonna see I'm very, very bad at this.
I mean, could be worse.
SML, if you could keep an eye on the chat, that would be great. Because I don't think I'll be able to read out most of the chat today, just due to the nature of this game.
Oh yeah, no, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Thank you.
Well,
I could see somebody said something, but I don't know who or what they said.
It's from a person named DJ. They said, I tried for 2 hours last night and the PNG Tuber thing will not work. I don't know how to do it. I even joined their Discord.
Okay, so what you do is you sign into that link with your Discord, and then you set up your 2 images, and then you go into a voice call on Discord, and you link that website link over to OBS.
Is that how you're making your character talk every time you talk?
Yes. It uses the sensitivity from Discord. You have to be in a Discord call, which makes it really easy for me because I have co-hosts and stuff that are generally here. You can also do, your own server with a private thing. OBS.
OBS is a video recording software that you can also use for live streams.
It's what I use to capture this.
It's what I use for my gameplay videos.
It makes just things super easy because I can just hit record real fast once I have everything set up. It's how I have the chat with here, all of the images around the game. It's how I can do stuff like my starting soon image, which I just finished and I'm very proud of, or I can do my be right back image. It just allows me to switch in between stuff. It's really nice. It's not for everybody, but because I know other people use different software.
Yeah.
Great work, guys.
So with that first race down, we're moving on to the next. But DJ, I'm more than happy to help you if
some of you did better than others.
If you want to join our Discord down in the description, I might be able to help you set that up a little after the stream. Facebook? No, I did not say Facebook. Discord. Did I say Facebook?
No, you said Discord.
Yeah, I have a Discord down below. It uses Discord. I don't even have a Facebook.
I used to.
Yeah, if you want to join our Discord down in the description below and shoot a message into general, I can...
OBS wants Facebook. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Shouldn't anyway. Hold on, let me just
It doesn't for me. And I'm using the latest version.
Oh, I see what they're. I see. I typed in OBS into Google. It's getting an ad for Facebook.
Oh.
No, you want obsproject.com. That's the open because OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software.
It does not stand for Facebook. Anything you see at the first top page of Google, and I don't know if schools are teaching this, but they're advertisements now.
Yeah.
They say ad next to them. In
Yeah.
little tiny bold letters. It's really annoying.
Like super, super tiny.
But once again, I'm down to help you out if you need it. After my stream, if you want to join my Discord link down below and send a message in general, I can DM you, and afterwards I can help you set that up. I'm more than down for it.
About the racer.
Open book systems, no.
Open broadcasting system. Because it broadcasts my gameplay to YouTube. It can also do the same for Twitch.
Great, let's get this party started.
There you go.
I'm telling
You're looking
you
for
guys,
that?
something about this whole setup smells rotten to me.
So all of the teams
Person
seem...
appears out of nowhere and has a bunch of strangers compete in a crazy, dangerous
So
race.
all of the people are feeling, all of the Sonic's friends are feeling really weird about it.
Eggman plot.
Found it
These
finally.
secrets of
There
this
you go,
stupid
DJ.
vehicles, this mysterious
Cool.
competition. I just bet he and the doctor are buddies.
I'm down for helping you out with setting it up, but it'll have to be after the stream.
Just
For
look
now,
at
I
the
do want to
same
focus on this game
person.
because this is our first chance we hear a lot of these voice casts.
If you think
'Cause
your
Sonic Team
arms
recast
could be
everybody,
now by fine
but they
feline,
haven't had a chance to
just
use
look
everybody,
to
and this
unlock
game
the cosmetic
shows off a
laws.
majority of their new voices.
What can I
Especially
do
Big.
now?
Love Big,
I'm sure
because
you'll
he's got a
figure
big
it
role
out.
in the next game, Sonic
Explore the
Frontiers.
map, play side races and collect hidden keys. Oh, the things you'll discover.
So the Don Pod just seemed giving all the other racers a weird sense of this guy ain't good, but for everybody else it seems all right. Yeah, but some of them are like, he seems okay. Others are like, he's weird and he won't tell us anything. But they're Amy smelling something fishy. That sounds about right, because we'll find out Eggman is actually doing something later on.
My car will look pretty with the mods, trap or no trap. I approve.
But now we're back in Seaside Hill.
Okay, let's race.
If you can hit the boost button, the accelerate button, on your way to a,
Get ready to boost.
right before the numbers come up, you will get a boost beforehand, but if you mess up any of those numbers, you don't get your boost. This is telling us we can send our friends item boxes.
Here to help if
Yeah.
anyone needs it.
What I have found is that if you don't need an item, just send it over because it builds that star meter.
It also helps your
Hey,
teammate.
your bacon save.
Yeah, which... Yeah, my first run through of this was actually one of those Sonic games where I wasn't sure if I was going to pre-order, because the game I had pre-ordered prior to this was Sonic,
Step aside, I got places to be.
gosh darn it, they're just bonking into me.
Cool.
Bonk. Bumper cars.
Back in business.
Yeah, I'm driving like an idiot.
Trigger. I don't think it'll work. I mean, Gavin could probably help you with it later. But
Yeah, I'm down to help you out with it later, so if you have any questions and you're just lost, I'm down to help you out. I've been using OBS for a little over 2 years now.
Yeah.
We're getting really close to my...
Here to help if anyone needs it.
we're getting really close to an anniversary for the channel.
What anniversary is that?
I believe I've been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Oh, nice.
Well, a year and a half. Or something like that. Consistently. So now we're on the final lap. I'm trying to, all the racers will say stuff during the races. I believe you can turn it off. I'm probably not going to be very good on this. Oh, back to my story. So I was hesitant on pre-ordering this game because I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Because I'm not much of a racing kind of guy. But then when I later found out that, you know, it was by the same team that did Sonic All-Stars, and my boyfriend said he had to have it, so we pre-ordered it for the Xbox One. And then earlier this year it came on PS Plus, so I picked it up there, and that's how we're playing it today. And I'm kind of glad I pre-ordered it because, I don't know, the game is just fun. Yeah, Karmic says he wish he was there in order to help because he is a big racing game fan. He loves his racing games, and for All Stars Racing and Transformed, he is going to be the one playing because he is so much better at these.
Great work, guys.
Hello, Dinosaur Fan 21. SML, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
That was
Okay.
awesome.
If you could just
Like
read
a
out
run, it was really
chat
fun to
and
drive this thing.
whatnot, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
It was
I'm kind of
almost as fun
multitasking,
as
so I'm just
fishing.
doing the best I can.
Thank you.
I'll admit that
That's
this
all
guy
I can
knows how to
ask.
put on a great
This
race.
is also the first time that
Something
Sonic
about all
is
this
using this
doesn't add up.
slightly new design.
I agree. This
You
level
can
of
really
technology
notice
is
it in
advanced,
the
even for
forehead,
me.
as well as the
What's compelling this
faces.
guy to make
Uh,
us compete? Is he testing the limits of his cars?
It's more of a budget when it comes to these expressions.
Our limits.
It really makes me feel like I'm playing Sonic Rivals again.
Neither?
However, with how expressive they are, I'm okay with it.
Win
Oh.
or fail, it's up to your teams and your teamwork. Now, are you ready for the next match?
I know nothing about Dodonpaw except for the fact that he is a Tanuki, which makes it very fitting that you're here, Sam.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Dodonpaw is a Tanuki.
Tanukis aren't raccoons.
No, they're not, but Tanukis and raccoons are very closely related.
Teamwork is
I
forged
mean,
through the
If I remember correctly,
crucible of
Tanukis are more
adversity.
related to dogs, but...
Oh, his computer's a Chromebook.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know any broadcasting software for Chromebook to stream with. I am still down to help you out. I could find some stuff.
Dodon's tech
Uh,
is amazing.
That is something I can say. I used to, believe it or not, I used to be a computer programmer in high school. I was the one kid who knew how to do everything on the back end and the front end for software. So if you're looking for a solution for OBS and animating your character for Chromebook, I can get that working for you. Once again, wait until after the stream, DJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dinosaur Fan says he loves Sonic. I love Sonic as well. I'm so
Honestly, serious.
I'm so stoked for Sonic Frontiers. That's why we've been playing through all of these games, and I did a recent look back at when I started this series. I started this series back on December 10th of last year.
Yeah.
Prepare yourselves for the Grand Prix race.
So-
Your team competes against others, and cooperation is key.
Oh, this stage looks great. All of the remixes for this game were done by T-Lopes and some of the Sonic Team's more usual people. And they did a fantastic job. This stage right here has a remix of Super Sonic Warrior. Just talking about Slingshot there. You can actually get enough height there to do one trick if you're fast enough throughout the whole race.
What's that trick?
You can, well, tricks you can do with the right analog stick. You just move the sticks. I believe you can fit in one single roll to the right or left. I don't think you can do a flip up or down. The reason why tricks are so useful is that they allow for other people to they allow for you to boost. As we're getting people in here, I'd like to remind you guys to subscribe and drop a like, because we're trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. I know we already hit 400, which is awesome. Of course, it's talking about Team Ultimate. So if you can get your other teammates next to you when you do a Team Ultimate, you can actually do, it'll last longer. So what I'm going to try to do here, there we go. Boom. And that's how you do it. Maybe I could have fit one more in. But, glad I got to show that off. So each world here is going to take just a little bit of time. Don't mind me not reading chat. I will get to chat in between races because this game requires quite a bit of focus. Especially later on in the game when things get really difficult. First place. You're trying to hit 100 by the end of the year? I think you've got this, DJ. Sonic was your favorite when you were 5. It's still my favorite, and I'm 22. So, well, second favorite. Mega Man kind of took place over it, but this series has really shown why I love Sonic, and it's all the risks they take. Ronnie says, "Hey, hi." A good day. How is chat's day going? I haven't even asked that. SML, how's your day going? SML? Hello? Buddy? It seems SML has died. That is a shame. What shall the cat do without his raccoon father? Probably cry to the sun. So the first set of races here is like a Planet Wisp Cup, based on Sonic Colors. They really liked using the Sonic Colors set of stages for this game. However, on top of this, you can also mix and match the car parts from the other racers. You unlock them through a gachapon system. However, you will never get a duplicate. We've done test after test. Here's the Mother Wisp from the DS version of Sonic Colors. She does not appear in the console version, however, she was planned to, and in fact, there's artwork and there's concept art for it. This whole stage is really cool. Alright, go through that. You're supposed to take a team boost through that. I think it's more fun to just take the hit and see if you can catch up. I love how the little tutorial... You think your audio's being weird? I would say your audio's being weird. I can't hear a single word you're saying, SML. I hope the chat's doing well. Your teammates will give you stuff, talk about stuff. The only reason I'll accept that.
Okay.
And offer that. Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
Hi.
Welcome back. What was going on there?
Just downloading a voice changer thing, because I wanted to see what that is about.
Oh, voice mod?
Yeah. I wanted to see what voice mod was about.
Oh, darn it. That is a Knuckles question only Knuckles would ask. I got nothing for that.
I
He asked, why is everything so wet? I have no idea. That's only a question Knuckles can answer. Like, what kind of...
Knuckles, you can't ask these questions.
Not on stream, buddy. It's a children's game.
Yeah, man.
The game's rated E, not like... Gosh, Knuckles, what were you doing with Rouge?
Oh, speaking of Rouge, when it comes to the voice actor, I found the voice actor at like a very old Flash game from like back in the day.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I don't remember the name of it, but it was a top-down like horror game about like being in like a cave system. And like the voice actor for Rouge, who apparently, if I remember correctly, also did the voice of Nancy Drew in the Nancy Drew games, was like a tour guide in this game.
Huh. That's
I'm
interesting.
that I'm a bit quiet, so turn me up a little bit.
I can do that after this lap.
Yeah.
I had you turn down a little bit before because you were peeking the mic on my end.
Yeah, sorry. I was downloading voice mod because I wanted to see what that does.
How about now?
Yuga. I'm a raccoon and I say raccoon things. Like, give me all your garbage.
Okay, it should be good now. Maybe. Go ahead and talk again.
Abigaka.
Yeah,
Raccoons.
yeah, he's fine. He should be
Okay.
fine. I
Yeah.
think.
Hopefully.
You're, yeah. Carmick says,
I was like, don't do anything stupid.
hi Casey, DJ, I'm willing to help you after the stream, buddy. I can't do anything during my stream.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not technical support at all times, all hours of a day. Carmen says, speaking of All-Stars Racing Transform, in the mission mode of the game, the tank mission would have to be his least favorite. I don't know, because it's been a little while since we played it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember, like, anything about All-Star Racing.
All-Star Racing and I only really remember Transforms.
Oh, right. I remember I used to play the, hold on, I'm gonna have to look it up.
That game's really... The All-Star games are really cool, but I actually have a setup to play those. I had to pick up a PlayStation 2 iToy.
Huh.
Yeah, because the first one of the Sonic and Sega All-Star games is an iToy exclusive. Which is sad, because then you'll get to see my living space, so... Here's hoping my fursuit's done by that point, so we can do funny ridiculousness with the camera.
I'm trying to find the name of the level, but there was like a specific level in All-Star Racing that I just constantly played because of how much I loved the level design.
There's a lot of stages like that, like the, Ooh,
No, it's not.
Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
Use all of these levels.
I was cutting it a little close. You have to land on your wheels before you hit the ground there. And if you're a little bit off, you will actually smack into the ground and lose speed.
Here to help if anyone needs
Shit.
it. We're unstoppable!
God, I'm gonna have to play All-Star Racing again because I can't. It's like I can't find it.
It's
on the list.
It's all right.
Oh well.
If you could read out chat for me for just a bit.
Karmic says it's called Assault and you have to chase down and shoot a tank with missiles. The tank also consistently drops bombs, which seriously impedes your progress. I know what I remember what he's talking about now. That, essentially it's just going down a path and you have to chase down it while shooting missiles at it. And if I remember right, there is also a time limit.
Yeah.
Casey says, I'm just out of it. My dog and cat going a bit too far. I cannot take it when they're fighting. I have to kick them out the room, trying to do basic and daily activities. My cat is doing it on a regular basis.
That's not fun.
Back in business.
Alright. DJ says, Dot? Like I said, after the stream, I will be more than happy to help you out with setting up OBS or some other streaming content on your Chromebook. I am more than happy to help you out. I've got a Discord server in the description below. But I can't do anything while I'm streaming. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm trying to be as polite as I can, and I feel like I'm still messing up.
No, you're fine.
Hello,
Hi, Tristan.
You beat me to it.
I mean, a raccoon has to say hi to a raccoon before anybody else is allowed to, otherwise, rack attack happens.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You have an idea for a little mascot?
mascot up there. If you could, you should make a little frame with him blinking every so often, maybe even an ear twitch.
I would have to use a different software setup, but I am looking into it currently. So don't worry. I want to do chat integration, so like you guys can drop shades on my head or something. You know.
I mean, I can understand where Karmic's coming from that, because it's just like you just have this unblinking just stare.
Listen, it's better than one frame and nothing else.
No, I know, but it's just kind of funny a little bit.
I mean,
because it's just like I must focus.
I mean, this game does require focus, but like I'm not an unblinking monster, I swear.
At least not when he's streaming.
No, what? Oh man, I don't know how I didn't get hit with that. Or no, it was from my own teammate. So
He gets hit from your own teammate. Don't team kill.
team kill,
team
tank the ranking.
Magic chords. What is this? Timing. Other dash.
Monkey? Or
Uh.
DJ says monkey. I don't think we're gonna see any monkeys in this game. Although that wouldn't that be cute though? I don't remember.
Apparently.
I don't remember what the I don't remember what the oh shoot. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
I don't know.
The rings. I don't remember what the rings do in this game. I know you drop them when you get hit. I thought they were connected to the tokens you get for the gachapon machine. Once again, it's a fake gachapon. You will get things in a specific order depending on which character you get, and you will never get repeats. This is... I have run multiple back-end tests with this game, and it's hilarious. You will get stuff related to the most recent character you got. And once you run out, you'll get stuff for the other characters. It's a little weird, but it works. You get the satisfyingness of not knowing what you're gonna get, but also this,
I just look at chat and I just see DJ just says Monk and Karmic just says II is not here.
II is not here, no.
That's just weird.
Why? This game is Team Sonic Racing, not Sonic and All-Stars Racing transforms.
No, I know, but I just mean like, I don't know. Just seems a little weird.
I mean, classic Sonic did show up in Monkey Ball, which I still don't really have an answer for what's going on there. I've been debating.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Tyler the Kangaroo. Welcome.
I just go by first name. Because I'm unprofessional.
I go by first names when the last name is too hard to say, but...
Oh man, Raccoon. Nobody can say that correctly.
You just go by SML, though, and I've known you for, like, half my life. Like, I got...
You take us to paradise?
Now, SML, will you be joining us for Saturday or Sunday?
No, I can't. I work evenings.
Well then you'll be here in spirit because we've got the final episode of Security Breach.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, if it starts at noon and it goes until like 1.
It's gonna start at 3 for me, and then go until whenever we beat it.
Dang it.
Hello, Jeffel. Hello, Lapzington. If you guys could drop some likes, that would be great. And if you want to subscribe, that would also be awesome, because we're trying to reach 500 by the end of the year. And seeing as you guys went from 300 to 400 in the span of a month, you guys can totally do it. From 400 to 500, so.
Play a noise from the soundboard, see if you can hear it.
Yeah, I could hear that. That was really loud, actually.
Oh, sorry. Let me put it down to... Let me try again. How's that?
That's a little quiet. You need somewhere in between there.
So it was at 50. I'm thinking like maybe 10.
Sam, SML is doing a soundboard. You're leaving for a minute, DJ? Alrighty. Sebastian says, hey, Caden says, hi.
How's 15?
you talking to, Tails?
Nobody big.
I don't know if 15 sounds fine.
I talk to
Froggy sometimes when he's not around. I missed him. Aw. Big's so sweet. We got 1 star.
Oh man, Big, let me take a screenshot of you.
Oh my gosh, okay. Stop with the buttons, please.
Survival.
You crazy raccoon.
You have what it takes.
Yeah.
So now we've got a survival mission here.
Great. Let's
The
get this
point is
party
to
started.
survive.
Yeah. You can actually start each race with a item right off the bat with that bonus item box.
Speaking of bats, hi Verdo the Bat.
Verde? Verde the Bat?
I don't speak non-raccoon.
Or Verde? Verde the Bat? I don't know.
Verde.
Welcome. Sorry if I'm messing up your name. For all the people that just hopped in, please drop a like. We're at 44 views, but only 6 likes. We want YouTube to look at my video and recommend it to more people, so please.
I
drop
just
some like.
rolled a red wolf and Azul the cheetah.
Bonjour and hola to both of you.
Let's do this.
Always good to see you guys. It's awesome. I woke up and I just started playing Team Sonic Racing. If you guys... Actually, before I continue, I still want to show this off because I'm very proud of myself. This is a 4K image. It's something I just made last night. It took me like 7 hours. It's anywhere between 4 and 7 hours because I started at 2 in the afternoon and had to stop for the stream and then in between stuff. So I'm very, very proud of that image. Like, I want to show it off as much as I can, because I'm like, please, people, look. If you've never seen any images like that, check out my other streams. In fact, all of them start with that image, with an image like that.
Zara the Blue Jackal.
Hello. So, this race is all about survival. You can get knocked out. I think rings are probably going to be key to that. Gonna go ahead and use the burst in first place and just kind of...
Hi, Tessa the Fox.
Hello, Tessa. Welcome. If you guys want to drop a like, that would be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and use the invincibility box. For those curious, this is in fact the final Sonic game with a story before Frontiers releases. I have played everything up until a point, so... Or at least a story that's connected with everything else. I like the upward flips. It's easier for my thumb to do. So at the end of each race, last place gets knocked out. Until there's only one team left standing. Or a majority of a team is left standing.
Oh yeah, that's stuff.
For some reason, I have. I don't remember if it's an actual song or if it was just like a fan song, but like there was like a song about supersonic racing or whatever.
That was the main theme of Sonic R, which this game actually uses the same font for the R in the for the racing part of Team Sonic Racing in the logo.
Oh.
This game was teased as Sonic R, believe it or not.
Oh.
Which lends a little bit more credence to my theory that...
Hello to the new people.
Uh,
Millie, Chandler, Anubis, Vincent, Dimitri, My
Welcome.
Hunger. I'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. If you guys want to drop a like, that would be awesome. It's good to see everybody. Oh man, I got to show off a little clip. That is a glitch. That was not intended to be in the game. I'm sure it was just something they missed. I'll be able to read chat in just a little bit, but yes. Hello, Gary, Juno, and Zero. I'm sure SNL probably read out some of you guys' names already, but with only one character, with only 3 left standing, and me and Tails in first and second, we won. If Tails would have gotten in last, we would have lost. It basically boils it down to one team winning, and if you have more people on your team, the better. And if you come in first place while the other... If it's 3 different teams and you're the only one in first, then your team will win. That's how I believe it happens. It's been a while since I played this. This is like me picking it up for the first time all over again. Because I haven't played it since launch, really.
Why are you putting us through all of this?
Hello, Seskull.
Don't Don't worry your pretty little head about it, young hedgehog. It's
We're up to 65 views. You guys are awesome.
That's the most condescending thing.
I am back. Hello, Juno, Gary, Zero, and
Young.
Siskel.
Yep.
Siskel?
Yep.
Ira guy.
I already had a chance to read everybody out, but still
Well,
won't.
I just got back, so I have to say hi to them too.
That's fair. Chat, if you didn't know, this is SML. He is a father figure of mine, and he's also a pretty good friend, so he comes on stream
I am
sometime.
also an artist.
Yeah, and if you guys missed out, drop a like just for this, because if you guys missed out on the start of the stream, I have a new starting image now, and it's got everybody on it, and names, and you can now tell who is here, and who's playing and who's what. You get a good...
I look like a hippie,
Yes, you do.
which is funny because I recently just got a haircut.
Listen,
Before that, I looked like an emo swoop.
listen, you looked kind of like a hippie when you came down to visit me, so...
Well,
So
that's it. No garbage for you.
So now we have unlocked Team Rose for the main story mode, and
Hi, January.
hello January. We've unlocked
I'm
team. We've unlocked Team Rose for the main story mode, and can continue. However, there are other stages where you can get stars. As you can see, there's 142 stars. But let's just jump to the next world so we can get a nice change of
Hi,
pace.
Vernon.
Vernon the Fruit Bat, welcome, welcome. If you guys want to subscribe, drop a like, that would be rad. You guys are wild with how many names are here.
Yeah.
1,
It's
2,
just-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
It's just
20,
the
21, 22, 23. If everybody left a like, we would already be at least 23 likes, but we're only at 9, so... Oh, and we're at 69 views, which is nice. So starting out for World 2, I'm going to let you guys pick which character I am. You're part of the You already did? You're part of the backpack? Well, I'm sure Artie is ecstatic about that. I'm sure.
Yeah, if only she were here.
She's a bit busy today, I believe. She was on yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you what?
She was. She helped me out with Mario Land 2. When
Oh,
we got
nice.
there. So chat or SML, I will let you guys pick for first dibs on a character that we will race as. And while we do that, I will rotate big.
I say big because both of you are cats, so it makes sense.
Alright.
But-
He is not my favorite in this game.
Good to see you, Blaze. I noticed you got the same mysterious invitation that I did.
I mean,
Yes.
I was gonna say
That is
that
really
to at least let
compelling
the
enough to pique
chat
my
pick though.
curiosity.
Like I'm not final say.
Hello, Sebastian.
I didn't get an invitation, but my sources informed me about the race and said to meet you here.
So Team Chaotic showed up.
There you are.
Two of them are off
Participate in my grand
hunting around the racetrack, looking for clues on who Dodampa's really working for.
Tanuki are notorious tricksters.
And then Blaze is here from Third Dimension, and Silver got an invitation from the past to come
Perhaps I can
from the
persuade
future
you.
to the past,
There is a considerable
and they all showed up at the same place.
Past.
So the assumption here is possibly there was one other racer who was supposed to show up, didn't show up,
Quite determined,
and
Vector.
Team Chaotix was like,
But only to beg
"All
you
right,
not
Vector,
trouble.
you just race and have fun. We'll do the busy work." And he was just so ecstatic. That is my headcanon for this game. There is one character missing, and they just never showed. You always love to explore. Well, this, trust me, this entire...
Hector was so excited to be racing, he forgot all about the computer room.
Yeah, he did. He really did. And I believe the Chaotix actually find the computer room.
Time for all the marbles.
So we're back at Whale Lagoon.
I need money.
I'm on Team Rose. We're gonna have a hard time with Big because his acceleration is awful. But once he gets to top speed, there is no stopping him. So boosts are going to be our friend. He's also a heavier character, so it's...
Big as heavy character, so bumping him is like trying to punch a rock into lava.
Yeah. Or, you know, Chris Redfield with the boulder. Except you're trying to punch Chris Redfield and not the boulder.
Chris Redfield punching himself?
Yes, game, because you turned me around. Oh, dang it. I'm probably not going to win this challenge.
Oof. Oh well.
Yeah, the game is... The game can definitely be a little bit more challenging than you really want it to be. Of course, we get the best music when you're playing as Big. You get his theme from Sonic Adventure 1 that was re-recorded for this game.
But you know, an improvement.
A definite improvement. I love Big the Cat's theme. It's about just having a lazy day and being a kind of an outsider to everything else.
Which is like, you.
Yeah. Because usually I have no idea what's going on. You know, but I'm a big fan of the big fishing minigame, and I've already decided that for our stream of Sonic Frontiers, we're going to try to get every fish as well. It'll be 100% playthrough. Hey, I did it! Vernon said so... So do I, so we still... I mean, Nick Jr.'s Nick Jr. I don't know. Anyways, like I said before, hello, Valine. If every one of you guys dropped a like, we'd be at something like 30 likes by this point. And we're only at 9, but we're at 79 views, so thank you guys for that, at least. So drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. I can't stop shilling enough because if I don't, YouTube doesn't push any of that stuff, so... I think for the next race, I'm not going to choose Big because, oh my god, that weighted character is so tricky to control.
So, what's your take on this Dodonpaw guy, Amy? You trust him?
About as far as I can
Couldn't be
tell.
worse.
I'm keeping an eye on that, Tanuki.
You're gonna need to keep both eyes on the track if you want to win this race.
I mean, I don't know how worse, but it could be
I can
worse.
multitask,
Could
Sonic.
be. Absolutely.
Prove
As you can see, Sonic here is sporting a slightly different design, which I still think is hilarious because not many people noticed that difference in design. Ring challenge. I'll do the team race on Sand Road
I didn't
because
come all the way from the
yeah.
future to lose.
why not? Karmic's not here.
Lane.
Karmic is not here today, Caden. This is SML with me. Karmic is actually at work
Hello.
right now. You never had the joy. Okay then. I have no thoughts. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Tails for this race.
No thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts, head empty. If you guys want to pick out the racer for the next track,
Long time no see.
feel free to put it in the chat, and I'll go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I received.
I
an
went with
invitation
Big,
in my era,
because
200
both
years
of
from
them
now.
are cats.
And
So,
going back in time to
Here's the
fix
fun fact. This is the first time we hear
Whoa.
that
Do Dodonpaw consider
Silver-
physical objects through space and time?
that Silver is 200 years into the future.
If that helps.
It's rather funny.
I don't know how cool he is, Big, but he's powerful.
Which has me hopeful that maybe we'll get to see into the future, that 200 years in the future, because it's pretty peaceful if Silver doesn't have to come back, but wants to for a race.
I was about to say, oh man, imagine if if they made a Sonic game about time travel, and I'm like, they've done that multiple times, if I remember right.
Yeah, Sonic Rivals, Rivals 2, Sonic 06, which we played and beat on the channel, or all three of those games.
Is Sonic CD part of it?
Sonic CD as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of Sonic Mania. Had time travel.
Whatever threat we may
Yeah.
face from our mysterious host,
We will face it together, as a team.
I'll take a piece of that action.
Or just like, when it comes to like the Sonic generations, like old Sonic, is that he never talks.
Yeah, that is still annoying to me, because Sonic did have a voice in most Sonic games back then. Between Sonic Schoolhouse, Sonic CD. I'm still upset they removed the voice from Sonic CD.
Why'd you have to go and remind me of Sonic Schoolhouse?
Because I have to play it in a couple days, in a couple weeks, and
Oh, yeah, okay.
between that and the 2 or 3 Pico games I have to cover, I figured you'd want a nice reminder of all of the craziness I'm gonna have to try and pick up.
I try to just block Sonic Schoolhouse out of memory, thanks.
Nope. By the way, that game was made by the same studio that made the Terminator movie.
Oh my...
I'll give that fact again when we play that game, but there's that.
God.
What is chat saying, by the way? I'm very curious.
So Asher says, I had no plans for our TV show. Can you do our minds putting our 3 images to share what we all look like?
I'm not putting anybody's image up on screen.
Nah, he's got a race to win, man.
Today's about Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, not about... Yeah,
It's not
TV
about.
shows.
It's not about Nick Jr. I'm sorry. I don't care about cable TV that much.
I haven't watched cable TV since my homeless childhood days.
There's another remix right there from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh man. So SML, I have a question. What's your thoughts on Frontiers thus far?
Frontiers?
Yeah, Sonic Frontiers, the next game that comes out November 8th.
I haven't seen anything of it.
It is.
I didn't even know it existed until you just said it.
It is an open world Sonic game with slight boost gameplay for special stages. It is a fully 3D Sonic game with very little 2D elements.
Wait, didn't they make an open world Sonic game in
Nope.
the past?
Nope.
They haven't? I thought
Nope.
well, I guess that was just a fan who did that then.
There's fans that have done like test engines that feel open world, but they're not open world. They're not even full games. In fact, the first 3D Sonic game that was fully 3D ended up being one of the worst disaster I have seen this entire year.
Hmm.
Like, it's so bad, they made Maria a boss fight.
Ah, yes, go up against a 12-year-old girl.
That's dead. Oh, and they tied it into Sonic X, and it was made by Russian people, and nothing against them, but they really didn't understand the source material and made the entire game out of spite. Out of spite.
I'm sorry, a boss battle where you go against a 12-year-old dead girl just reminds me of The Forest.
It's not designed well, and we will never play that game. The game's title is Sonic Omens, by the way. We'll never touch that game.
Sonic Omens was an omen.
Yeah, we're refusing to play that. If you suggest that game, we're not touching it. I've seen the creator take down videos of people criticizing. I'm not having a whole playthrough lost to the ether because somebody doesn't like criticism of their game. So, there's my stance on it. However, I will play the other Sonic game that came out this year, Sonic of the Stars, which was another fan game. Excellent 2D fan game with a beautiful new art style. reminiscent of Rystar.
Was there a Sonic game where they were on skateboards?
So there was the canceled Sonic Extreme for the Xbox, which I will be playing later this year. And there was Sonic Riders, Riders Zero Gravity, and Free Riders.
I just meant like besides the Riders in Zero Gravity, like if there was any other like skateboarding like Sonic games.
I mean, he uses kinda, sorta, not really.
Like a hoverboard?
Other than the hoverboard stuff in Riders, there's really not. The canceled Sonic Extreme is as close as you can feasibly get.
Because I don't know if it was Sonic Extremis or whatever, but I just remembered that there was like this, like, or if even it was made by a fan. But it was essentially somebody trying to make a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game, but with Sonic.
If we're not careful, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Hello, Andre and Matt think their Nick Jr. show is better. Well, how about you guys both settle your little feud, relax, call a truce, and watch my stream. Drop a like and enjoy.
Don't argue about Nickelodeon. This is a Wendy's.
Exactly.
You can't be bitching about the difference between Jack in the Box at Burger King when you're at a frickin' Subway.
Try not to curse, SML.
Oh, right. Sorry.
We're trying to be.
It's a force of habit.
It is a force of habit, but trust me, I've been steadily getting better at it, honestly.
Did Dodonpa send you an invitation to his race?
Yes. Apparently our enigmatic host is able to send messages across dimensions.
Somebody,
Impressive.
I've been waiting for the question to pop up in chat. Why is Sonic in a car? The answer, he thinks they're cool.
And I'm not sure about his motives.
Yeah.
That's it. That's as deep as it
Everything
goes.
I have dealt with, I feel confident that I can handle a mischievous old Tanuki.
Don't underestimate him. There's more going
I think
on
this
Not only
is-
than you
that, but
can
the last
see.
time they did a game where it was literally just them running was, not very great.
You're talking about Sonic R?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was alright. I could have played better when I did the playthrough, but I mean, it was fun. Has a great soundtrack. Here's one of my favorite music pieces of the game. We have a remix of Hoska
Are you mocking me?
Day from Sonic Unleashed.
I hope so, because I'd hate to make you look bad out there.
Let's go see who ends up looking bad.
Now here's something that's going to probably frustrate most audience members if they're at all a fan of arcade or more arcadey feeling games. This game does not support any steering wheel peripherals. Even on PC.
Scatter, you also rams.
No, usually
I need to up my game. What do you think you're doing?
or we've got the strangeness of lava over there.
Yes, because that's what an ice world needs. Lava.
Well, I mean, you weren't here for the ending of Unleashed, but we did finish that game in a lava world. Also, what are whales doing all the way up here?
Global warming? Oh. Maybe for aesthetics.
Maybe. To remind you Sonic Heroes existed.
That and Sonic Adventure.
True.
Because if I remember correctly, Sonic Adventure is the one where you get chased by a whale at some point.
Yeah, you do in the first stage. We have another remix here of the rougher than the rest of them, best of them, tougher than nothing. Unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle, except that's the first thing we see him do, so. dang it.
Who knew ice was slippery?
I
Yeah.
just got a message from Xbox.
Okay.
Hope it's not anything bad.
Lately,
Ah, nah, it's just telling me what games are on Game Pass.
of course. Is this on Game Pass? That's a good question, because I know a lot of people...
I will actually, I will see, honestly.
I don't know if any of the Sonic games are, but if Team Sonic Racing is, usually it's on sale. But you can actually get this packaged in with Forces and Sonic Mania for $60. Or, you know, I believe you can also get this packaged in with Super Monkey Ball.
I can't be doing that.
It's ultimate time.
Game. We bonked.
Thanks. Back in business.
Oh no. I believe there are alternate versions of every single track with slight differences in this game.
Who's is here, willing to help? I'm way in the back and need backup.
So, Team Sonic Racing isn't on Game Pass, but Secret Neighbor is.
That's a shame, because this game is so much better.
I don't know why, like, at all, anything from Hello Neighbor is even on Game Pass. Like, the first game was such a massive flop.
Looks like I'm gonna have to retry this challenge.
What is the challenge?
I believe it's just to come in first. But I hit second place. That's as close as we got. Even Big beat us. Ugh. We're up to 90 views. Thank you guys so
Don't
much for
mess
that
with the
so
cat.
far. Oh wait, no, it's Grand Prix, so we can actually Grand Prix. How is it Grand Prix or Grand Prix? I've heard it said both ways.
It's primarily Grand Prix, but a lot of people will also just say Grand Prix because of the X.
I mean, that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we're up to 410 subscribers. Thank you guys so much.
Neat.
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to be streaming tomorrow. However, on Sunday we definitely will. So stay on the lookout for that.
The worst case scenario, I could always like just do a stream of my own.
I've got something like 20 shorts ready to go, actually. Oh man.
Are you gonna be doing anything on Halloween?
Yes, we are. We're doing Castlevania Legends because we managed to hit 400 subscribers before the end of the month. So, you know, FNAF Security Breach, and then Castlevania Legends, and then the month's over, and we get prepared for Sonic Frontiers in a week after that.
Yeah. I just asked because I was gonna ask if I could like have you post on that same day, like basically just some gameplay footage that I did of playing Phasmophobia with my friend Malik. Like it's nothing bad.
I
like,
know.
there's no swears in it or anything.
I'm not sure. Okay. I get
Alright.
I get what you're going for. I get you're trying to help me out with the content.
Teamwork in action.
But I mean I hadn't really planned on doing any editing work.
Oh no, I'm doing all the editing.
I know, but still. Oftentimes I don't know for that type of stuff.
Anyone?
I'm sorry.
Do you have assistance?
Quick, someone tell me how Gavin's been doing in the game. Gavin, thoughts?
I've been doing all right. Zane, but we are still struggling. I'm trying to stay in first. We are just now in World 2, so
Wisp world.
Yeah, I mean, there is a whole story mode here. Alright, I want to get...
I have never seen that giant pink wisp ever before.
That is the Mother Wisp from Sonic Colors on the DS. It is canon to the game because it's literally the final boss. There were concept art for it to show up in Sonic Colors originally, and it was just cut for time. And
Wait, final boss as in, like, you had to fight her?
yeah, the whole final story was supposed to be that Eggman had taken control of the Mother Wisp, and when the Mother Wisp is finally freed, they immediately start to attack you because they think you're an enemy.
Oh.
But then once you beat them, you end up, you know, they end up showing that some of the wisps still stay on the planet. Once again, it was cut for everything except for the DS version, and it is still canon because the Mother Wisp shows up in games like this, and also things like Sonic Generations for the DS, and Sonic Generations on the HD systems. There's concept art for it. It's referenced all over the place, but if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it.
Real weird.
I know, right? It's why I played both the DS and console versions of Sonic Colors.
It's sort of like playing Terraria and only having the Eye of Cthulhu on the PC version. On all the other ports, it's literally, like, not there. Like,
yeah.
Like, how do you have that happen?
I don't know. But it's alright. It's all good. Honestly, these are questions I would love to have answered. I don't have any answer for them, and even the encyclopedia doesn't really say a whole lot. Which is really kind of a shame. Actually, I have the book with me, so if you guys are super curious on any other random little bits of trivia, I can find it. Because, you know, I have this big book I bought for $40. I need to get some use out of it. I bought it so I could make the Modern Sonic Timeline video with Artie later this year. But that's neither here nor there because it's a slow process and I want to get done the Mega Man episode first, and all that I have to do for that is just collect footage. Also, here's another Sonic Heroes stage, Bingo Highway.
Oh, nice.
And it's got one of the best remixes in this game. This remix, I believe, was done by T-Lopes in particular. I remember when it dropped, I couldn't stop listening to it. It's just
soundtracks that I love from a Sonic game is, I don't remember the name of the specific stage, but at some point it's just like lights, camera, action.
That is from Studiopolis Zone, from Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
That's a good...
I love that soundtrack.
That soundtrack's amazing. I'm so glad they brought T-Lopes on to do other games.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really astounding to hear all of his remixes come out. And then them be official, because I remember there were comments on his older videos saying that Sega should hire him, and now Sega has hired him in some capacity.
Yeah. We're like, Sega, hire him. And we're like, okay, you want a music job?
And he's well liked in the community.
Yep. GS Gaming says, yo, I got back from school, so hello.
Nice, welcome. We are...
Welcome.
We're playing through the only Sonic racing game with a story other than our Rivals and the Zero Gravity games. Riders.
I like how you say it in that order, our then Rivals. Like you're saying our Rivals.
Our Rivals, Riders, and...
Sega All-Stars doesn't have a story to it.
It does. You said it doesn't have a story to it? Did you say it does?
Does it?
It doesn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that it does not.
Oh. Well,
It would have made at least some interesting back and forth between the characters instead of, hey, here's Sonic and all of the Sega games from the past 50 years. Just have them all race.
I mean, not 50 years, but yeah. At that time, I think it was only like 20. Most of those games came out on the Dreamcast, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Knuckles drifting here is so annoying.
Who needs a little something?
So long as Tails can stay in second, we will win this race. The whole gimmick of this game is that you're set into teams of 3, and if you've got a weak link in your team,
They're dead.
or they'll do things like that, where it's so close, and then they decide to knock you into 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yep.
Which can be really annoying. I shouldn't have chosen Knuckles for this.
GS Gaming says, epic, you guys are playing Sonic.
Yee! Yes, I am playing Sonic, GS Gaming, and feel free to drop a like if you would. That goes for everybody. If you could drop some likes, that'd be cool. I need to stop asking, but I don't know what else to say. It's Sonic in a car. It's fun. Time for the final race. I believe we need 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, respectively, to actually win the whole cup.
Yes.
So that's going to rely on my other 2 teammates who are AI opponents.
Yeah.
You can also, believe it or not, you can actually do the entire cups in multiplayer and set yourself to be on the same teams.
Neat.
Which is really fun. I remember when I played this with Truman, though, he was so uninterested in this game because Transformed was just so much better in his eyes. Which, I hate to admit, I actually own Transformed on way too many systems.
Yeah, you got it on PC, PS, yes.
Yeah, I've got it on PC.
A TI-83 calculator.
I've got it on PC, Wii, Xbox 360.
A notebook.
I mean, only by proxy.
This team is playing to win, guys.
On the moon.
Sweet slingshotting, thanks.
Oh boy. Happy early Sonic Ween. Well, it's not Sonic Ween, it's Octobervania this entire month, and on October we'll be playing one of the worst Castlevania games most people have played.
And or forgotten.
Igarashi wrote it out of the Castlevania timeline. It's the only one to stay that way.
Ultimate Power Plus with the competition.
God, now I just have lights, camera, action just playing in my head.
Yeah, I was amazed they didn't decide to use any of the Sonic Mania zones to design tracks, which is really a shame.
Yeah, I would have loved to hear, like, you going through the casino zone, just the lights, camera, action thing, because it kind of makes sense.
Well, no. I mean, like, design a whole Studiopolis race area.
Yeah, that too.
Alright, I'm gonna save it for a little while before we get there, because... I think my teammates can catch up. Oh, god darn it, Sonic. The main reason I don't want to use Ultimate yet is because that team decided, Team Rose decided to sneak up on us in that last race, and I'd much rather save it until we can... Alright, there we go. I guess because Tails is using it.
CS Gaming says microwaves be like, and then a bunch of M's.
Babe. That's my best impression you're gonna get out of me for today.
Yeah, well, he forgets the part with microwaves where it's like 1 in the morning and you're just trying to have a bowl of ramen, and like you forget to open the door on the last second, and so you just hear a piercing scream of beeping.
Okay, now here's something. Oh, and now we have Eggman.
Oh, hey, Eggman.
I can't wait to throw a
Fancy seeing you here in a Sonic game.
You left the wrench here, boss, along with the rest of your tools.
Of course, this game is also written comedically like all of the other Sonic games that have come out in recent years, which is why I'm so glad Frontiers is at least taking itself a little bit more seriously from the outset. We need at least 12 stars, we also need the key, so we gotta do stage 2-4.
Get to the bottom of this.
How is everybody in chat doing? You still engaged? Interested?
Hey, I did not know Cubot and Orbot were in the game. If I remember right, they've been in every Sonic game since Colors, right?
They have been in every Sonic game since Colors, yes, but, with their first proto appearance being in Sonic Unleashed, which you can watch the whole playthrough of that on this channel. I'm gonna go with Amy, because that line makes me chuckle.
And that's about the long and short of it.
Somebody says, I Am Destruction says, you can't make a racing game serious.
No, but they also couldn't write Sonic Forces seriously, or Generations have any sort of real plot, or Lost World at all have any real stakes, so...
I mean, has there ever been a racing game where people where like they try to make it serious?
If you want to count Twisted Metal.
It's sunny. There, done.
I don't mind this being more lighthearted and... Yeah, I don't mind this being more lighthearted and fun. But...
Oh, right. Now I remember what Twisted Metal was.
That's it.
I Am Destruction, if every game in the Sonic series has been taking themselves as a joke, and this is supposed to be lighthearted and fun, it just kinda hits weird.
I was gonna say, like, Twisted Metal is the one with the clowns, right? And then,
Yes.
and then I looked it up. Yeah, it's the one with the clowns.
Stay goes well, but Sonic has always been a kid's game, though. Yes, I Am Destruction. It has been a game for all ages.
All ages.
All ages. It's not a game series where it's like, oh, we're learning our ABCs. It's not a children's game. It's an all ages game.
Fun for the whole family.
Exactly.
Instead of, just little Bubby.
You don't have to make your game super dark to make it serious. Sonic Adventure has a serious story. It takes itself a little bit seriously. It's got goofy moments, but it takes the game seriously. Meanwhile, when we have Sonic Forces and it's set in the middle of like a war zone and it's not, taking itself seriously at all, and the writing of each character is offset by the complete, the setting basically meaning nothing, you get this weird jarring effect. I just think Sonic can be taken and written well and have some respect for its series.
So, Empathetic Apathy, which, great name by the way, I like it. They say this day goes well, but man, electrostatic physics is terrible.
Yeah.
And then I Am Destruction said, Split Second was a pretty good serious racing game by Disney. I've never heard of this game. I didn't even know Disney made a racing game.
Most of the time.
Other than like Mickey Mouse.
Well, I mean, Disney also like shut down most of their gaming studios and then brought them back, I think, or something like that. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh.
But no, I'm not gonna bash out the Sonic stories being more jokey. I get it. It's what the series needed around the time of Colors. But it doesn't have to be jokey all the time. You can take yourself seriously and still have fun. Trust me, when Frontiers comes out, if that game's got a more jokey story and it's really jarring, I will hold it accountable. But if it's just as if it's just as what I'm thinking it is going to end up like, then you know I'll show you guys what I mean. You can write.
I was just gonna say, Empathetic Apathy says Disney had some good games from their divisions. I wish he had gotten a real Epic Mickey 3. And then I Am Destruction says they'll give you the all ages point, but Sega wants that kitty money.
I guess. Listen, if I can go back and enjoy the classic Sonic games, if I can enjoy Generations, if I can enjoy stuff like Colors, if I can have fun with Unleashed, and I even had fun with 06. I played 06 for this channel. We had 8 parts of it, and I walked away feeling like the game was better than what I expected. So if a Sonic game can still be fun, take itself a little bit more serious, and have less jokey moments to make those joking moments, hit a little harder, I'm all for it. In fact, in many respects, I think it's what the series has kind of needed for a while. Especially since Lost World just felt a little hollow. Like, it's not a bad game. I enjoyed the gameplay, but story-wise, it was lacking. It was hollow. But I guess, that's something else. Uh, 06 probably has the dark story of all Sonic games. Maybe. That's a good. That's a good assessment of it. I just don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It probably does have one of the more darker stories. It also has one of the more less well-written Sonic story games. But I mean, like, Unleashed had plenty of joking moments, but it wasn't overboard on the jokes, which I think really made that game something a little more special.
I'm proud of you, team.
I mean, yeah, it only took us 5 parts to beat the game, but it was something special. But, that's just my opinion.
Knuckles said you were being
I respect it.
Is that true?
Maybe just a little. I'm working on something.
But, I respect your opinions,
Say
man.
more. That's good enough for me.
I can get a little heated with my debate, but I respect your opinion. If you enjoy this game regardless, I think it's a good game as well.
Great. Now let's go find
I just think modern Sonic stories need to go in a direction where they can still have fun and be jokey, but take themselves a little more serious so it's not as, I don't know, rude It's not. It doesn't have that weird juxtaposition.
I Am Destruction says Sega can't write a dark story. They used up their killing Sonic plot point, completely forgetting about the fact that they did that like as like a fake out in Sonic Forces.
Yeah. No. The modern Sonic writers, the modern day Sonic writers, the ones that we have before Frontiers, they wrote everything after Unleashed to Team Sonic Racing. They did not research these characters properly. They went on Wikipedia, skimmed the first few lines, and moved on to the next character, instead of playing any one of these games to get a baseline understanding of these characters. So when they started writing, they got rid of all of Tails' development from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. They got rid of, Knuckles being the guardian of the Master Emerald for a majority of the series. They got rid of the Hyper Emeralds. They got rid of Amy. They changed Amy around, which I'm okay with. You can change Amy. That's fine. In fact, I think she's a better written character now that they've started to really change her up a little bit.
Instead of, oh, I'm just gonna harass Sonic because I have a crush on him.
Yeah, friends with a slight love interest, I'm okay with that. And, they changed Shadow. They just made him edgy instead of somebody who is just troubled. Honestly, the last time we saw Shadow with any sort of development where he felt like a good guy was 06. After that, it's just been Moody Brute goes oof. You're referring to Sonic 06.
I was referring to Sonic 06, but you go, co-host.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's just my thought. I'm actually...
Unless they mean by you go as in leave.
A few more.
I guess. I just mean, when you can't throw out character development, it's like when you throw out character development like the way they've been doing, it feels more like you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater. You're throwing out the good with the bad.
Okay, let's race.
So then you get characters that are very flanderized. Edgy the Hedgy is a fun nickname for bad shadow development, at least. It is a very good.
Miss me?
Eggman!
And now we have Eggman.
You're the one behind all this.
Oh, please. I'm here to race, the same as you. Except unlike you, my team are the only ones who are unstoppable.
Like, the more jokey writing works for Sonic, stuff like Sonic Boom, but I don't think it works so much for the main stories. You can have a more...
Excellent. Let the race commence.
Co-host assumed that I meant Sonic dying at Forces when I meant his death in Sonic 06. No, I know he meant... I know they meant Sonic 06, but...
He's referencing that they've reused that plotline in Forces.
Yeah.
That's right. We need to maintain the power levels of the boss's vegetable garden and water the unstable energy core.
I think you read the list backwards.
Anyway.
I can't read at all.
I have nothing. I just wanted you guys to hear that.
Hear what?
Oh, you didn't read the text on screen at all?
No?
Cubot apparently cannot read.
Oh.
Hello, Raymond.
Hello, good evening, Sonic Race multi-platform?
Yes, this is on multi-platform. It's on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, and PC.
Wait, by multi-platform, do they mean crossplay? Or, like, or no?
I think you just mean multi-platform, because this isn't cross-play compatible.
Oh. Okay.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you cared. Good choice.
That's another choice there. I think Rouge's voice is not fitting in modern Sonic. I've mentioned that multiple times.
I prefer her Nancy Drew voice.
Honestly, I just prefer the sound of her voice from Sonic Adventure 2 or the cartoon show from Sonic X. That's my main...
remember that.
Yeah. From this moment onward, we're probably going to go with Silver because I like Silver. I've also got a couple upgrades with Silver if we wanted to use those.
God, now I'm just remembering the frickin' like Sonic Flash animation from like back in the day.
There were a lot of them.
Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know.
No, I think the more joking energy here is okay. I just think that in the stories, they don't have to have that joking energy for the main stories. They don't have to be as haha, gonna laugh at every single turn.
Thanks. I am up and running.
Now, no, things don't have to go as, you know, serious as like a God of War game. No, absolutely not. But if it takes itself a little seriously, then the stakes can actually matter. You know, Sonic Force's stakes didn't matter because nobody took it seriously. From voice direction to writing, it just felt like everyone came off as very flat.
That is the speed I need.
Meanwhile, you know, you have something like Frontiers, where everything from the ads show me that they're taking it a little bit more seriously, and the stakes seem like they might actually matter for once.
A little seriousness goes a long way.
You know, you don't have to take yourself too seriously. No, then you get stuff like Shadow the Hedgehog, where it's like, you could have lightened up a bit.
Yeah.
But these are the moments.
Are there any stakes? It's Supersonic always saves the day. Oh.
How are there any stakes in Supersonic Always Saves the Day? Because have you ever played something like Sonic Adventure 2 and tried to take it a little seriously? Have you ever played something like Adventure 1 and tried to take it a little seriously?
Have you ever tried to play a Sonic game and tried to take it seriously?
If you take something like Sonic Unleashed, take it seriously, you can. And it can still have, it can feel like there's stakes because, you know, the world is literally falling apart. Heck, during that final boss, you don't even use Supersonic until, like, the very, very end of that final boss. It really does feel like Supersonic isn't much of an option. You can take a Sonic game seriously. It doesn't have to be super serious.
Consider this a warning.
Fred Boy Yum that says Silver the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character, which just reminds me of this sorry to like deviate a little bit, but like it reminds me of like this whole like BuzzFeed like quiz things that they did, and I did it with a friend of mine, and it was like your favorite male Sonic character is blank, and it shows like Sonic, Silver, Shadow, whatever, and then like the ones for like favorite female characters, like your favorite girl character or Silver is, and like Silver's one of the options. It's like okay.
But regardless of the stories, Silver is my second favorite. I like Big the Cat, personally. But I'm a goober like that. But you saying Supersonic always saves the day, how does that mean there's any stake? Well, Link always saves the day, but how are there any stakes? You know, you think Mario always stops Bowser. How are there any stakes in Odyssey? This is ridiculous, you know. The Dragon Balls exist, so why are there any real, you know, Super Saiyans happen in Dragon Ball? Why are there any stakes in Dragon Ball? Just because there is a way to, an easy way out of things, doesn't mean that there aren't stakes. You can have a super powerful character be behind something and still have stakes into a character.
Yeah, empathetic apathy basically sums that up real well. They just said that point. Does that mean there are no stakes if you ever replay a game or rewatch a movie?
Exactly. Are there any stakes if you know for a fact the Avengers are always going to put a stop to the threat? Of course there is. Don't be ridiculous.
Like, oh, do you know if Coraline's gonna, like, stop the other mother? Of course she is. Like,
The fact that Eggman is here has
I just think it's a silly argument to say there's never any stakes just
Could be working with
because
good on Pa.
they're supersonic.
If the two of them even know each other, that is.
You know.
Yeah, it's a mystery. I wonder if Shadow knows anything.
Because after all,
He'd work with
everybody's
Eggman if it meant getting what he
supersonic
wanted.
racing.
I think I'll have a little chat with him.
It's nice to have conversations like this, but I am not,
I'm here to do one thing.
not
Win.
usually the best one to, make these arguments.
Mm.
So, Team Eggman is only playable in the main race mode. Like the cups, the time trials.
Ready to roll.
This, for the main story, you can only play as
Look who
the
decided to
4
show
main
up.
teams.
Are you actually gonna try to win?
4?
Or are you just here to do Eggman's
4,
bidding?
yes.
Who's the 4th main team?
Team Dark, Shadow,
Oh,
Omega,
right.
and Rouge.
I'm not here.
Right.
And I'm
Speaking
not
of, hi,
working with the
Shadow.
doctor.
Fair enough. You could never beat me anyway. Oh, and don't worry, I'll stop Eggman for you.
Also, thank you guys so much for 100 views so far and the 14 likes. It's pretty awesome that we're at 410 and you guys got 14.
Tell you what, how about I challenge you to a race to see who's the best?
Like I said earlier, there's probably not going to be a stream tomorrow. It'll most likely just be an upload, just so I can take a breather before FNAF on Sunday. But, you know.
And I might just chill in the voice chat on Saturday, because I got nothing better to do.
Yee. For those wondering about the voice chat, we have a Discord in the description below. You can go check out. We also have a Twitter at GavinDragonYT if you want to hear any updates on this. I am an artist. I do all the artwork for the channel. So please, if you enjoy any of this, go check those out. And I also have a Telegram group down below where I post all of my artwork that's safe for work. So it's all good to go if you're, you know.
Get anything from
Yeah,
Eggman?
you don't have to worry about opening it up in school and seeing something that,
You know, isn't supposed to be
Shadow
there.
too, so nothing useful.
yeah.
You can see really cool fan art. You can see stuff that I'm working on, video editing progress. You know. This game probably has my favorite theme of Dreams of an Absolution from Silver when you do the boost out. However, Blaze's theme is really good as well, and I love
Oh, I
Vector's.
love Blazes.
I love Vector's Team Chaotix.
I am available to assist.
You know, when I was a kid and I first heard of Dreams of an Absolution, I was so, like, fascinated by the song of both Silver and Blaze's version that I basically tried to, like, do some, like, musical editing so it sounds like as if they're singing together and, like, taking turns. But I knew literally nothing about, like, audio and, like, anything. So all you would hear is just, like, Silver singing along with his background music, overlapping plays with her background music. And if I remember right, there are 2 different, like pitches.
Blaze gets a completely different theme, though, for this. I believe it's her theme from Rush, or Rush Adventure. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, which I'm sorry about. Hello, Mountain Man. Welcome.
Hi. Mountain Man.
What else? Oh, this stage right here comes from Sonic Unleashed. This is Rooftop Run from Spagonia.
Ah, yes. Rooftop Run.
And in fact, I think this version of the stage looks gorgeous. If they ever do a remake of Unleashed, I want them to add some of the foliage here, because oh my gosh, it adds so much to this cityscape.
Yeah.
Make a version for, like, after the end game with the balloons and stuff. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I am available to assist.
Because then you'd be rolling around at the speed of sound.
I am airborne.
Because, you know, you got places to go and you gotta follow your rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
And for those wondering, yes, those are the lyrics to City Escape from one of the 3D Sonic games.
City Escape
But-
is Adventure 2.
Yeah, but I don't want to get Gavin like a copyright, so I say the lyrics instead of singing them.
Most Sonic themes are completely fine to actually sing, believe it or not. Most of them, not all of them. I can't play His World. I can't play the main ending theme to Adventure 2. I can't play, I think, that final track in... I can't play that main theme in, that very ending track of Unleashed either. I think I had to mute that.
Static Apathy says, follow your rainbow, just go wherever Gavin's hair is blowing.
I mean, if you want, that seems a little very, that seems more like following the wind than actually following the rainbow.
Yeah. But yeah, I just prefer to say the lyrics to songs instead of actually singing them, just because I don't know what's copyrighted and what isn't.
Well, most Sonic themes are copyrighted, but if I'm playing a Sonic game, generally it's okay.
Because, I mean, I don't want to, like, sing, like, the City Escape song, and then, like 4 minutes later, Sega just pulling a cease and desist on me.
Hello, the Evil King Bowser. Welcome.
Oh, hey, Bowser.
The lyrics and the melody are actually copyrighted separately in most songs. Absolutely, yeah. That is true. It's why in Sonic CD's first re-release in 2013, they had to take out the lyrics to Sonic. I forget the name of the song. Most people just call it Toot Toot Sonic Warrior because that's like the main lyric, but.
Well done, team.
Anyways, other than me being a goober, as you can see there, Eggman's using egg pawns, but he's gonna end up getting different partners as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awfully big.
It's gonna be, instead of racing Eggman and 2 of his teammates, it's gonna be Eggman and the entirety Robot Nation.
It was all okay until the Mega Man attacked.
Yeah. Mega Man goes evil? Question mark?
Question mark. I mean, if you want to count Rockman, Shadow, and Quint, sure.
Nah. I mean, I don't know anything about the Mega Man games, but I'm pretty sure that Mega Man going evil at some point, what is, if not was, an idea that they've had.
Yeah. Retro Studios actually tried to pitch a Sonic game, or no, a Mega Man game called Maverick Hunter. It was a first-person shooter trilogy where you would play the first 2 as X, the second one as X and Zero, and the third one would be strictly Zero as you hunt down X because he's gone Maverick. Didn't end up happening, but yeah.
I Am Destruction says you can do anything. I don't remember if that's part of City Escape or if it's a part of a different Sonic song.
Good sir. I have no doubt, my friend. I have no doubt.
Sorry, I zoned out there. What'd you say, Asbel?
Oh, I Am Destruction says you can do anything, but I don't know if that's the lyrics.
That's the name of the song. That's the name of the song. Thank you for that.
I figured as much. We can't stop them right now, though. Sonic and Shadow are having a showdown.
Those two will be the end of
Just, I Am Destruction. If you could tell me how to lend a hand, I'd be more than happy to understand, or whatever the lyric was.
Okay, now we're just having a sing off as we all speak the words of songs. Got it.
A singing speak off.
Let me go ahead and say the rules of this one. So this one, we go through different targets. You can drift into targets for a score bonus, and we want to get as many of these as possible.
Go through as many targets as fast as possible. The harder the hits, the better the points.
Yep.
And from what I saw, you've been missing every single one of them.
Pretty much, yeah. I shouldn't have.
Oh
Once
my
again,
God,
another moment where I shouldn't have chosen Vector. Joy, the power
Oh my-
characters, the ones that let me down. I may like Big, I just don't like.
Destruction, no.
What did he say?
He said Chris from Sonic X is the final boss of Frontiers.
Sonic X isn't even canon.
It was a TV show for 4 kids.
It was an anime in Japan, and it's getting a re-release by Discotech Media. But I'm gonna go ahead and change characters real fast. But
Oof.
By the end of this
no,
race,
don't say silly things like that. That's a bit too far-fetched.
That's too silly even for Sonic.
and you're sure.
We're just gonna go ahead and skip and give this another go. No, Sonic X is a mess, and I'll get there when I get there. I plan on reviewing all of the Sonic shows, because I've been... Once again, a lot of people think of me as a Sonic YouTuber lately.
I see you as more of like a Nintendo/Sega YouTuber, because you play a lot of Nintendo and Sega related products.
I really do. I would like to be known for much more, but
I mean, a little variety in your channel wouldn't be so bad.
I mean, I do have a lot of variety. It's just that the variety that's here, oftentimes people don't really realize there's variety, because YouTube doesn't like to recommend outside of a set sphere. Which is interesting, because, like, I'll put a lot of effort into stuff, like the Mega Man Timeline video I'm working on. I know for a fact people won't watch it. I did a drama episode where I covered stuff that went down at a furry convention in Denver, Colorado, with a friend of mine from the area who makes fursuits. We did a...
So Bowser says, yeah, it sounds like a bit much. Destruction says canon is whatever Sega wants it to be. Tails in A1 compared to Forces. And Empathetic says it's important to both have a niche for yourself, but also not be too trapped. It's a catch-22. And to that I agree.
That is, I'd have to agree as well. I would love to do more outside of my scope.
Yeah. Because, like, you don't want to be just known as, like, the Nintendo/Sega guy, where all you do is you play stuff from Nintendo and Sega, like...
Well, I mean, like, I do want to branch out.
Yeah.
But to build my audience, I've had to play a lot of the safe games. Like, this month in particular, every October, I try my best to do Castlevania games. Because not many people realize that Castlevania games are really fun, because they all just decide to boo on Konami, which is fair. Konami kind of deserves it. I want to do more stuff outside my scope, because I have shelves and shelves of games.
Yeah.
I play
and not just of Nintendo and Sega games.
Yeah, I am way too hyped for the next Spyro the Dragon game than I am anything else.
I mean, for me, if I ever, like, started a YouTube channel, because I lost my old one because I don't remember my password, like, I don't know what niche I would want to have, but I know at least what kind of variety of games I would want to play. Like, Oxygen Not Included being one of them, because I love that game. It is a neat game.
You need
also, when did you get missiles?
This stage has missiles. I just haven't been using them because I haven't thought about it.
Oh, well, no wonder why you were failing as Vector. You didn't use the missiles.
The Evil King Bowser, new Spyro. Yeah, it got leaked that there is a new Spyro the Dragon in the works, and I'm a bit excited to play it.
Empathetic Empathy says, I first met Spyro in Skylanders, and then the Ukraine Humble Bundle let me buy the Spyro trilogy for cheap. They're a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
Which is honestly exactly why Spyro is good.
I
Except
grew
for
up.
that one Spyro game.
I grew up with a PlayStation 1, so for me,
I grew up with an Xbox.
for a lot of those old PlayStation and Sony games, I really connect with them a lot more. Which is why when I'm playing a lot of these older Nintendo games, I know so much about them, because in my all-encompassing journey to play as much stuff that I like and find out new things and new facts, because I'm a bit of a I like to learn a lot. I just end up finding out a whole bunch of new and interesting facts.
I grew up on the Xbox. Like, funny enough, I have a special edition of the original Xbox. Like, most Xboxes were black, except for like that one-time limited edition one where there was like an Xbox or an Xbox 360 or something where it was like based off of a Mountain Dew ad campaign. But like the original Xbox that I have is literally Master Chief as like the shell for like the casing of the actual box itself. And I didn't know of how unique and interesting that was until I was an adult.
Oh dang!
Because I thought that the Master Chief like casing and everything is exactly just how the Xbox One was just released. Well, the original Xbox was just released. No.
But yeah, going back to the topic of like niches and stuff on YouTube, I've been doing a lot of Sonic stuff. I do a lot of Nintendo and Sega content because that's what I enjoy. It's what I find fun. There's very few games where I will shoot it down entirety in its entirety, because usually it's just a maybe, or I'll get to it eventually. Like, I want to do Devil May Cry stuff eventually with Karmic, because he loves the Devil May Cry games and he has a ton to say about them. And me personally, I have done a lot of research into a lot of the older Capcom titles, just like Devil May Cry, Mega Man, Street Fighter. In fact, when Street Fighter 6 launches, I will definitely be doing a story mode run when that game comes out. Because
Well, I like to try to put a little bit of variety into whatever I make. Be it art, games, whatever. Like a lot of the times I like to play like basically just sandbox games like RimWorld, Factorio, Prison Architect, stuff like that. But every now and then I'll just play random, like, a variety of games that spark my interest, like Cult of the Lamb. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm more than just a Sonic YouTuber. I'm more than just a furry YouTuber.
He's more than just a Nintendo YouTuber. He's a multitude of multiple things. It's just, he hasn't been getting around. Hasn't been able to get around to it.
Exactly. More so of the audience thing. Like with Castlevania games, if you ever look at the view counts for the Castlevania games compared to all of the Sonic videos, or literally anything on literally any of the Mario videos, you can really tell that more people watch Sonic and Mario content than, the other stuff where I'm, playing through a blisteringly hard game. So it forces me to do a lot more of those Sonic episodes to compensate. But by proxy, it ends up like this, where I don't have any Sonic content planned for like 2 weeks until Frontiers comes out.
Yeah.
So that's there's a little bit of facts for you. And of course, our teammates are lagging behind.
Because, teammates.
Because we're Sonic... I swear to you, they looked at Sonic Heroes and said, let's do that, but racing. I'm okay with that, but... What?
What goes up must come down if my feet don't touch the ground. They probably took those lyrics and they thought, cars. That's what they're talking about, cars. Even though Sonic even though Sonic Heroes came out in like what, 2000? something?
2002-ish, give or take.
Thanks, Google. You didn't really tell me when it came out. Oh, 2003.
Okay, my bad.
I figured it was like 2002, 2003 because I was a young child.
Aw, the baby raccoon. He's playing a game. Oh, it's Factorio again.
I'm not playing Factorio.
Sure. Sure.
No, I'm serious. I'm not playing any game right now, honestly.
I know you're not, but still. What does King Bowser say, real fast? Like,
they say, I think I know what you mean by that one Spyro game.
Yeah, I believe he's talking about the fourth Spyro title on the PS2 that was rushed to heck and back.
It was rushed so badly that you could just literally do a ground pound into a well and you're at the final boss.
Now, I'm gonna say something that's kind of controversial for Crash and Spyro.
Oh, no.
I find Wrath of Cortex better than Crash 4. I know that...
Oh, you're talking about the Crash Bandicoot games. I'm like, what?
I said the Crash and Spyro games. Because there's a lot of crossover between those two people, the people that like Crash and Spyro.
Huh?
But hey, it's just my opinion. I don't find either game bad, but...
I'm not really into Crash games. Like if you want a hot take, there's one there.
That is definitely a hot take.
Like I can understand the appeal of why somebody would like a Crash Bandicoot game, but I just figure it's not for me.
We're already up to 16 likes.
Neat.
It's insane the amount of hype people have had for this.
They're like, oh my gosh, it's a Sonic.
Honestly, though, that's something else. Sometimes even I'll put out Sonic content that won't do well as well. Which is strange. Like, I put out the classic Sonic timeline, where I covered every single classic Sonic game, and it takes turns and twists that you probably wouldn't expect. Even starting out with a non-Sonic game, which is wild, but regardless, that video is still sitting at like only 100 views.
I gotta say, Knuckles, you need to keep up the pace, man.
I know, he's so slow. Maybe he shouldn't have rode his four-wheeler to a race on cars.
You're too slow.
Oh gosh. I guess with that, I guess with that I can ask for more people. If there's anybody new, subscribe, and if you've got any friends that are looking for some entertainment for a little while, send them a link to the stream, or scour my channel for something fun. Have them subscribe, because the more people we have subscribed, the more cool stuff I'll get to do in the future.
Yeah, and if you don't, Tails will cry.
You need to enter the Dragonfly too. You mean the Legend of Spyro games, right? Is that what he's talking about? Because that was a trilogy of games.
I don't know. I've never actually played a Spyro game.
Or was Enter the Dragonfly the fifth one?
I don't know. I want to say Enter the Dragonfly is the bad Spyro game, but at the same time, I'm also not sure.
I'm sure it's something.
Oh, right. I just got reminded of something. It's a video that I'm going to have to send to you later, but it's essentially just, crap, where'd it go?
What is it, for curiosity's sake?
It's trying to make money as a freelance artist.
Oh boy, yeah, that is tricky. That's gonna be some deep cuts, because I'm a freelance artist, technically.
And well, I mean, same here, but my freelance artist thing is just like a side thing. It's not my main source of income as much as I want it to be.
I mean, you should. I mean, it's my main source, so that and donations, which we don't get very much of. Link in the description for those.
Yeah, but I'm going to send the video to you in DMs so that way you can watch it later. As an artist myself, it just hurts because of how accurate it is.
For those who have never tried to make money off of selling commissions for artwork pieces, it can be tricky.
It's...
Because oftentimes people don't see the merit in the artwork itself, or in other cases, it's just difficult to get people to actually, want anything.
Yeah. I mean, like, how to be an artist itself is what you, like, all you really need is just anything to draw on, like, piece of paper, whatever. Tools required to draw, like, a piece of paper. Inspiration and pain. But...
Inspiration is certainly something.
But, when it comes to, like, when you're doing art, like, as a hobby versus trying to do it as a full-time career, as a hobby, it's like, oh, this is just relaxing, this is fun, I could see somebody doing this as a job, but when you're, like, a professional artist, you're just, like...
Sometimes it can be a slog to do the artwork other people want you to do.
Yeah.
Which is... It's not an understatement to say that sometimes people have ideas for artwork for me, and my only response is usually, okay.
Well, not only that, but there's also, like, certain types of clients when it comes to getting commissions as well. Like the ones who basically scam the artist by having them, like being interested, like getting the commission and then like not paying, like dipping before leaving.
I have people pay before I do it.
No, I know, but there are some artists who basically do the art and then you pay them.
That amazes me that they have.
That.
That amazes me because of how much faith they have.
Yeah, but there's also the kind of client where you say you have them pay before you do the art. There are some clients, at least in the video that I sent you, where they're like, "Oh, I want to commission you," and then they're like, and then the artist is like, "All right, you'll just need to pay me this amount of money," and they're like, "Oh, you want me to pay now?" Like, yes.
What I've done in the past is I offer two ways of pay generally for commissions. You can either pay all up front, and then it's just wait and see when I can get to it, which generally it takes me a little while unless I'm in a mood to really, crank out artwork. Which, lately I haven't been, but I've been getting more and more better at, feeling like drawing it. However, then there's another way that I do it, which is pay half up front and then pay the rest when I'm done.
Yeah.
Because I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. If they're worried that I'm going to skip out on them, half is a perfect way to do it. Because that way then they're not losing out on much if I don't get to it fast enough for their liking. And I'm not losing out on cash if, they decided to not pay the whole fee.
Yeah.
Because I've had people before in the past who would have me start a piece, finish it, and then they wouldn't pay. And after 2 times of that happening, I said, no, you're not, I'm not dealing with that.
I agree with Empathetic there. They said that I've heard many horror stories of the artist taking forever. and some where the artist continues to take more commissions after without getting the first ones done. Bad people ruin all sides, and I agree there. There is bad people who ruin all sides. There have been stories of like artists just collecting the money and then bailing without doing the actual work. And those people are awful.
I have a single repeat customer who is hilarious to me. And I have to explain this. I don't want to shoot him under the bus, so I'm sorry, Eon. I just think it's hilarious. What he does, and this is hilarious, he will commission me for a piece. I will start on that piece, I'll get one of them done, and then he'll commission me for 2 more. And then maybe a week later, I'm like halfway done with the second piece, and he's already commissioned me for a 3rd piece. Because the man does not know when to stop. And I told him there is a limit. I will only hold 3 of your commissions at a time because you want way too much, man.
He's like, I want 40 commissions.
And he
pays in the span of 2 years.
He pays, and he's patient, and I'm thankful for that. Right now, I'm actually sitting on 3 of his commissions right now because he decided to commission me after I got back from Megaplex, which was wild. The problem is that Megaplex had so much setup and time and effort put in, from business cards to me working on the streams to animations. It's been a while. Oh, hello, Argent!
Oh, hi, Arjun. Does the speed of the shoes add to the car speed, or is it more of a multiplication thing?
Multiplication thing, as far as I know, and never feel bad or down about payments. Exactly. I don't feel bad, I just think it's funny the way Eon decides to commission me. Because I'm the one go-to artist that he goes to.
Pathetic. He basically described your regular as, hurry up and finish my commission. I need to commission you again.
That guy sounds hilarious. Oh, he's a great sport. He's awesome, but it
sounds awesome.
It is absolutely hilarious.
And Bowser says, "I'm not really an artist, but that must be very annoying to deal with." Another thing that artists unfortunately have to deal with, apart from like having essentially their art colleagues basically just like scam people by like tracing art and claiming it's theirs, which you should never do. Like, you should never trace anything and say it's yours. Like, you can trace for practice, but never, like, pose it off as, like, your own art. But, the thing that artists have to deal with, as well is, clients who refuse to pay with money, but say that they'll pay you with exposure.
Exposure ain't a thing, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm sorry.
I did 7 pieces of exposure back when I was like 16. Never get paid in exposure. It ain't worth it. You're getting exposure by being actually paid.
Yeah, like, exposure doesn't frickin' pay your rent.
Because you're not popular enough to pay an exposure. Trust me, you're not cable TV.
Yeah.
If anybody's like, exposure, I'll pay you in that. No. Argent should, honestly, I think Argent should come in here. I'm sure he's got some horror stories from commissioning.
Oh, God.
Especially because he makes fursuits. I'm sure he's got...
Oh, God. I know, like, I don't know if it's super popular, but I know that there's at least been, like, a couple of times where, like, an artist will get a commission done to, like, the final piece, and then the commissioner will just be like, "Oh, I wanted something changed," but they never made that clear.
I did one piece for somebody who just showed me a bunch of images and said, "Draw this," and I started drawing it, and they said, "No, I want it like this," and then I started doing that one, and then they said, "No, I want it like this," and then it just ended up becoming basically a redraw of somebody else's art, and I was very upset with that. I started charging for redraws after a while, and that's when he stopped requesting for redraws.
Yeah. Bowser says, "One thing I do know is that tracing is bad when the tracer says it's theirs." Yes, that is basically what I was saying, I believe.
Yeah.
You are allowed to trace other people's art,
but do it for practice. Don't.
Yeah, it's only purely for practice stuff. Like you can't
pass that off as your own.
Yeah, like you can't like take a popular like pop song from like Katy Perry and say that you're the singer.
Yeah, I've traced in the past, but not for a commission and never as something that I show off to people. Generally, it's so I can get down a specific art style, because I like to switch art styles a lot.
Other than that, I like learn about the anatomy of a specific drawing.
Mm-hmm. You can learn a lot by tracing, but don't ever use it as the sole way that you're making art, if you're an artist or a non-artist.
Mm-hmm. Like tracing is just an educational tool. It's like it's not something that you can actually like it's not something you should profit off of.
And you shouldn't fill up your portfolio with them either. They should specifically.
Oh, God.
I've seen I've seen portfolios of people before where it's like, I can draw, and every piece I saw was traced from a magazine.
I think when I was a kid, when I used to go to DeviantArt, I used to see like people be like, yeah, I draw, and it was just traces of other DeviantArt pictures. And they weren't even good traces, so it was just really funny. It was just bad art, tracing bad art.
Oh boy. What's going on in chat at the moment?
Empathetic says, I thought we already ended the exposure argument as a thing. Not even Hasten was able to get away with that. I don't know who Hasten is, but they also said, on a side note, I have a friend who likes to make Frankensteins of a bunch of different art pieces as a reference. What do you think of that?
That's fine. That's creating something new off of inspirations of old things. Now, if I Frankensteined it and I said, look, here's the character, and it just looked like Samson Kitty Fox, maybe you're not so much of, maybe you're not actually creating anything new, but,
My only question is, since we're on the topic of art, is essentially, what do you think about people who basically try to pass themselves off as artists by using AI technology? Like, to have an AI draw.
That infuriates me.
For me, that infuriates me because it's on the same level of people saying that NFT drawings are like top quality art, and it's like, no, it's not.
It's not.
No big.
NFT, like the graphics for NFT drawings looks like something from like a 2010 DeviantArt page.
AI should be used as a tool, just like anything else. Believe it or not, Karmic uses AI drawings and often sends them to me and says, look at this, I want you to draw something like this, and I look at it and I just say, well, you already have it. And they say, but it's soulless, and I'm like, well, then stop using the AI.
Yeah.
Use reference images from the internet to show me what you mean, and have me come up with something cool. Don't just have an AI do it, because I'm just going to be really confused at why you want me to redraw it.
Shall we begin?
Yeah. Empathetic Apathy says, I think AI has good uses, especially for references, but using the AI to make art does not make you an artist. And that I agree. Like, you could probably just, like, have the AI, like, generate, like, basic shape constructs of human anatomy for pictures as a reference.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you should, like, have it just, like, make a stick figure and be like, wow, this person who told me to make this for them is the next Picasso.
I believe it or not, if you haven't seen the Telegram art group or my Discord, or the Discord art channel, or the Twitter where I upload all my art pieces that are safe for work, some of the inspirations that I find, if I'm using AI as an inspiration for an art piece, it's going to come out really weird, and I don't ever really think... I don't really think it comes out to the best quality standard. Meanwhile, if I'm inspired by something like, you know, if I'm playing something like a 90s anime in the background, I can be really inspired by that. And I can come up with all sorts of crazier ideas. Like, my most recent example of this is we were watching a 90s anime called Cyber City Odeo 808.
Oh.
It's an anime set in a cyberpunk, futuristic 2808 as the year. It was 3 episodes long, and it covered some criminals being hired as policemen to help stop criminals, and they've got collars on their neck to basically be like, hey, if you are out of line at all, we'll take your head off. Kind of like the Suicide Squad, but better. And it was really cool. And Karmic, the whole time, I don't think he realized how much inspiration he was going to have while he was watching it, but all last night as we were watching the final episode, he was just like, oh my god, this has so many great ideas that I could use for his book, because he likes to write a lot of stories. In fact, most of the time, if you see a script, it's usually me read from a script. It's usually him editing the script.
He's just like, and then Gavin busted down the door.
Yeah, we watched that anime, and it was a real jaw dropper for him, at least.
Made him start furiously clacking away.
Clickety clack. Right down the tracks. It's the goat on a train.
Oh, Hazel finally asked the question.
What did he ask?
He asked, why is Sonic in a car?
Because Sonic thinks cars are pretty darn cool. There is no other reason other than Sonic finds cars cool, and he was invited to this race, and it requires him to be in a car. They were all given cars, therefore, they're racing in cars.
I am available to assist.
Aesthetic says the only car Sonic should be driving is the Flintstones car. I don't think he should be driving the Flintstones car because I do not know how lightweight the roof and window are.
Window, question mark.
The cloth part. Like the stones, that's fine, it's just sticks, but
the stones are just sticks.
My brain was elsewhere, sorry. Just the wheels are just made out of stone. So like that's not a problem at all. It's
no,
the
it's
other part.
I believe if you actually look into what kind of stone that is, it's like quarry stone, so it's heavy.
Yeah. So Sonic would be fine if he's just holding on to those things, but
I mean, Sonic R exists, but so there are and Sonic Rivals exists as well. So there are racing style games with Sonic on foot. Just usually they're not held in as high a regard as stuff like All Stars Racing Transformed or Team Sonic Racing here.
I forgot to say what Bowser said. They just said half of my DeviantArt recommendations are just AI art.
Yeah.
So basically, you're just looking at a bunch of like garbage.
I mean, visual noise and visual garbage. That's not fun.
It's like looking at cosmic background radiation and finding that boring. Well, finding it entertaining, I mean, sorry.
I got first, but I think, yeah, Silver was eliminated, so. If it weren't for Vector, we would have lost. Or no, because Eggman would have come up next, and that would have been... Yeah, I still would have won, I believe. Cosmic radiation is cool. Cosmic radiation is interesting as a concept.
And I guess I'm boring because cosmic radiation is cool. Cosmic radiation is...
Interesting.
It is. I mean, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember if I am remembering it correctly, but TV static is basically the cosmic background radiation from space.
Yeah, it is. It is. That is hilarious. And it's hilarious how much of it is.
Yeah, so it's like, you could, like, it's like, oh, you want to look at space? Just frickin' turn on the TV and make sure that it doesn't go to a channel. Bowser says, but thankfully there is still some actual art that I see. At least the art medium isn't dead.
Yeah. Alright. So we're about at... We're a good ways in.
You're like, what, 3-4 hours in?
I am 2.5 hours in.
Oh.
So I am going to put up my Be Right Back image and get a drink of water real fast so I can keep playing.
Yeah, I'll do my best to entertain the chat.
Once again, though, if you haven't seen it yet, I spent a long time on this. It is a 4K image, as the starting soon image, and I'm very proud of myself. Today it's just me and SML, and you can kind of glance at that. But I will be
the thirst.
I will be right back, folks.
I will do my best to entertain chats while you are gone. Hazel, you say, I want to look at space. I wanted to go to space. Well, guess what, Hazel? We're in space. Space is everywhere. It's just we can't see it because we have these things called peripheral visions and, you know, eyeballs. Bowser says, well, it looks awesome. The BRB screen or the other one? Because the other screen is good. BRB screen, also good. The Gavin has abandoned us to horror. I mean, Halloween is close, so I mean, it is time for the spooky time. Hazel, you know what I mean? I do know what you mean, Hazel. You want to go out into the like off Earth level of space, but space is everywhere.
I am back. Apparently I did not abandon. I just needed a drink, and I forgot my boyfriend got me a drink, but it does not taste very good. It's just seltzer water.
Oh God.
It's got vitamins and minerals and stuff, and it's got a bit of medicine in it that I need to take because
But the last time I myself had any sort of seltzer water, it was literally... It was 99% seltzer, 1% water.
I get to play as the Edgy Hedgy.
All right, let's get
Edgy Hedgy.
I have no idea what happened while we were gone, but...
basically, Hazel said that he wanted to go into space, get off the planet level of into space. And empathetic is just, being silly. But he said the horror, and I said, well, I mean, Halloween is coming up, so it is...
Let's slag these.
And it is October, so it is spooky time.
So now we're trying to defeat the egg pawns.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I want to get a little bit back into the game. And if you're just now joining us, feel free to subscribe and drop a like. We are playing Team Sonic Racing until we finish the story, so...
Which probably isn't that much longer.
I believe there's one more world after this one.
Izzle says, the only sparkly water that I like is the Heb generic brand orange flavored sparkly water that tastes just like orange soda, but it's sugar-free.
Once again, this stuff has some medicine that I need to take in it, so...
I mean, I can keep the chat entertained, if possible. Heb.
I more so, it stops me from worrying and, you know, thinking all sorts of craziness, so...
No,
it basically, it calms my mind down enough so I can think properly instead of freaking out that I'm doing something wrong or that people don't like me or
anxiety sort of medication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do that. HEB, say the letters. I'll say the letters if you say my name correctly, Mr. Azel. Basil.
Alright, we're trying our best here to get as many points as possible.
Yes.
It gets difficult the more Eggmons you defeat, because then they start getting shields and they get faster and.
Yeah. How do I say your name? Take a guess.
His name is SML. That's as far as I know.
You weren't supposed to tell him.
And the way you say my name is Gavin. But I don't think that's really that difficult.
Well, I mean, yeah, your name is not difficult because you say Gavin. Mine, you have to spell.
Aren't you funny? I'm gonna go get some sugar for my drink, though, because it's really bitter.
Yeah. I'd absolutely hate the bitterness of... I can't stand bitterness. Like, apparently it's a genetic thing. But my dad and I, we can taste the bitterness in things like coffee and seltzer and such like that. My dad, he loves the bitterness and he loves the bitterness and stuff. Like if you give him a coffee that has some bitterness into it, he will drink it up because he loves the bitterness. Meanwhile, I myself have the opposite effect because I myself do not stand bitterness. Like anytime I drink it, it's like I could just taste. I guess that's why I don't like coffee. Like coffee is just like it makes me like. It makes me feel like I'm licking an ashtray, and I don't want to lick an ashtray. I have a very bad sweet tooth. Oh, you said sweet tooth. Oh, okay. I fucking love Kit Kat bars. Like, I know they're just chocolate-covered wafers, but man, I love Kit Kats. They're amazing. Like, if
I know I could have put the Be Right Back image up, but I did not.
I mean, I was just talking about how me and my dad apparently I have a genetic thing from my dad where I'm able to taste the bitterness in anything, and the only difference is that my dad, he loves bitterness and I can't stand it, which is probably why I can't stand coffee.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the mountain man, he said he has a very bad sweet tooth, and then I just said that I love Kit Kats.
Empathy says, honey is the only proper sweetener for drinks. I agree in most cases, but I think I told you yesterday I don't have any honey in the house at the moment.
But go get some honey.
I don't have money.
It was a dumb wordplay joke.
I know. I'm just telling you, I don't have any money.
Hazel says, I love bitter stuff. I prefer bitter/spicy over sweet.
What are telemetrics?
For me, spicy is kind of like a once in a while thing. Like if the mood strikes for it, I will take some spicy stuff, but I'm not actively searching for it.
Be a money bunny for the honey. I could if you want.
A money bunny?
I mean, I do have Presto down there in the bottom of the screen. I could go wear my fursuit head for the rest of the stream, just throw people for a loop.
Yeah, you just put on a webcam and it's just your fursuit head on?
I have a worm light cam, but I need to get an actual webcam.
I don't use webcams because I don't like seeing my face. That and I prefer people not knowing what I look like in real life. Saves on the privacy reasons.
I know what he looks like!
Yeah, and? Your point?
I just wanted to brag.
Well, I mean, then again, like, people didn't know what Dream looked like until he did a face reveal.
Listen, my face is not hard to find on the internet. I've shown my face in multiple YouTube shorts. Literally, the pinned video for a while was me on stage talking. You can find me at conventions. It's not hard to find my face. I just don't actively try to show it, because I don't really care. Last time I actively showed my face on something, I got called a Reddit mod, and I did not enjoy getting called that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a lot better than being called a 4chan mod. Ugh. Like it's still bad, but if you had to choose, I'd say Reddit over 4chan, because 4chans, they look like the kind of people who don't shower, and you definitely do. So
I know I do.
I know you do.
For those wondering, SML has been to my house for 2 weeks last year.
In 2021? Yeah, in 2021.
Right around the time Sonic Colors Ultimate came out.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time, for the most part.
Yeah, the only, like, dirty thing that was at Gavin's house was literally the sink. That was it. And I was just really confused.
Yeah.
Like, the living room was clean, the bathrooms were clean, bedroom clean, kitchen. Only the sink was dirty.
And it's just because I hadn't done the dishes yet.
And that was just the most mind-boggling thing I had ever seen in someone's house. Which you, just from like an outside perspective, you probably hear that and think, but that's not weird at all. I'm just like, I come from,
The raccoon lives like a raccoon.
Well, no, it's that when I lived with my my spawn point, which is what I call my birth mom, who I'm not on good terms with, because she's the best quality. The best way to describe my birth mom is Karen, so like the stereotypical Karen. So I call her my spawn point. But when I lived with my spawn point, she had me live with her like as if I was living in a hospital. Everything had to be spick and span and completely, like as fully, like, detailed clean as humanly possible. To where if there was even, like, a micro dot of dust, I would be forced to clean it.
Any double entendres were not intended. Sure,
Yeah.
they were.
So when I went to Gavin's place, everything was as clean as one would expect. When I saw the dirty dishes, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I basically never saw something dirty before that, for like years.
I try my best to keep stuff, nice, spick and span. I believe Azel's actually seen more of my house dirty, but usually that's because when he comes by, it's a surprise visit that I wasn't planning on.
Yeah, it was just like, "Hey, oh, surprise! It's me. It's Azel. It's like 3 in the morning. I brought pizza."
Yeah, that
not
check.
even like, not even like a good nor bad sort of pizza. Just a pepperoni pizza.
I know Miss Artie would freak out if she saw my house, though. Because
is she a clean freak?
She likes to keep things very clean.
Hmm.
And it can be a little tricky because my house right now is not the cleanest it could be. Mostly because I've been kind of really focused on a lot of other important things that I need to get done. There, Shadow. You got a wisp.
So Empathetic says, "My face shall remain off the internet, but if you search hard enough, you shall find the Splatoon 3 parody review I voiced for a friend." And then said, "I will send you the money bunny I was thinking of. You know, the orange insurance one."
Oh! No, I don't know that one. But I'm sure once I see it, I'm sure once I see it, it'll ring a bell, I'm sure.
But for me, I prefer to keep my face off the internet. Not only for like privacy / safety reasons, but because I take a look at myself and I look like somebody who hasn't hit puberty yet, despite the fact that I'm 25. I mean, how my voice when I listen back to it, I sound like as if I haven't hit puberty yet. So.
I know for a fact that once, like, I've been asked before, face reveal at certain subscriber count, and I always tell people, you can find my face if you look hard enough. It's not hard either. You just go back in the channel and look on the shorts.
Is that gonna be a new inside joke, though? Just Gavin face reveal when?
If you guys want to make it a joke, go for it.
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to discuss it with, like, Artie and Arjun and all of that, you know, in order to, like, keep it fun and light. Because identity is an actual, like, thing that I take seriously.
I mean, they all know my real name, so it's not that...
Well, I mean, you just go by your first name as your real name.
It's easier. I sometimes get thrown off when people call me Presto, believe it or not.
Yeah, they just walk up to you and you're like, "Hey, yo, Presto!" And you're like, "What?"
I like that, but I like it. But at the same time, I'm also like really confused. Half the time, I'm like, "Wait, what?"
When I was a kid, I hated people finding out my name because they would always they would hear my name and then they would reference it to a specific kid's book. And you know which one I'm talking about, Gavin?
No, David?
No, not no David.
I know which one you're talking about.
But now when it comes to giving people my name, I don't care about giving my first name, but I definitely don't ever want anybody ever to know my last name because they'll see me as somebody from a different region, so to speak.
I could see that.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
So, speaking on a couple things, today is apparently Animation Day on YouTube, and I have nothing planned.
Driving me crazy with this stuff. The guy is clearly in cahoots with Eggman.
Mr. Paw works with wisps, and wisps only like nice.
So.
What?
I hadn't thought about that.
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh.
Those wisps are working good on Pa.
I've lost track of what I said already as well, because I'm zoning out a little bit. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I wasn't paying attention because an announcement for a specific show by a specific
Oh, that's what it was. Today's Animation Day on YouTube, and they're like promoting a lot of animatics and stuff. And I've animated stuff live, like on stream, and then uploaded it as a short. But I have literally no animations ready to actually
to post.
Yeah, so now I'm like, I was like, well, I could postpone this until tomorrow and do it like I originally planned. But then I thought about it and I went, why? That's just punishing people who are expecting Team Sonic.
But what I was gonna say is that I wasn't paying attention because a specific animator who
just say the name. I have absolutely no idea, and if I have no idea,
starts with a V.
Visipop?
Yeah. Visipop released a thing on her Twitter or whatever saying that Has Been Hotel is going to come out next summer. And I wasn't paying attention because in this group chat that I'm in on Telegram, one of my friends said something about being excited for Has Been Hotel, and then I basically said that I have mixed feelings for it because like, it's just, I find the concept of this stuff good, but I don't find Vivzy herself to be, like, a person that I really want to support. Like, I like the art, but not the artist in a sort of sense. And then I basically went on to say that I don't really like the Has-Been Hotel pilot that came out in 2009. Like, it's in the middle ground of being good and bad. Like,
apparently Mountain Man says just repost an old one. I don't have any old ones to repost. Like, technically I do, but I don't want to. I don't.
But if he's trying to lose, he's really
I don't think that that's fair to me.
Hmm.
Like, to anybody watching, like, why would they want to re-watch an animation that I've already uploaded?
Yeah.
When cheating fails,
But,
cheat
I
harder.
basically said, in my opinion, the pilot for Has-Been Hotel is kind of in the middle between being good and being bad. Like, normally when you make a pilot, you usually have as minimal characters introduced as possible, focusing mainly on the main protagonist or protagonists of the show. In SpongeBob SquarePants' pilot, they showed only 4 people: SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs. Those were the main people in the show and didn't introduce other main characters like Sandy or Mrs. Puff until later in the series. With Has-Been Hotel, it was the main protagonist: Charlie, Maggie, Angel, Alistair, Husk, Nifty, Cherry, Serpentius, and his Egg Boys. With the Has-Been pilot, you never really know who the actual main people are.
SML, interesting. You've already lost me.
No.
And I'm sure I've lost a couple of other people as well.
Okay, awesome.
I don't know.
I'm just saying,
Vizzy Pop's a good animator. I don't know if I trust her to write anything. Write a good pilot for a story, though.
Mountain Man says the Has-Been Hotel is now Hell of a Boss I do enjoy a lot. Hell of a Boss I myself do enjoy. I haven't seen season 2. I'm just kind of waiting until they get all the episodes out so that way I can binge watch it. But I see it more as a Brandon Rogers product than a Vizzy Pop product, especially since I've seen how Vizzy Pop makes stories and I've seen how Brandon Rogers makes stories, and it feels more of like a Brandon Rogers product than anything else. So, like, that's just my take on it.
I got nothing. I have not.
Anyway, cutting back to the game here. How you doing? Why is Knuckles and Tails bad?
They're not bad. Why are you saying they're bad? What?
Because they're in 6th and 7th and 8th.
And 12th, yeah, I have. Because we're starting to get near the ending of the game, and all the players are starting to race a lot more aggressively.
Except for your teammates, apparently.
Well, it's where you get to be a little bit nerfed.
You get nerfed, but you don't get nerfed what your partners do.
Yeah, they just start playing a little bit less well. Luckily, there's lots of shortcuts and stuff in the tracks, so you can make up for it, but...
I mean, you've been playing the same levels for like the past 2.5 hours. The game expects you to have... Yeah, for the past 2 to 3 hours, they have expected for you to at least learn what the shortcuts are.
Yeah, I don't believe we get any more new tracks until the next world.
The final world, Egg World.
I believe it's on Eggman's fleet, actually.
Oh my god. Eggman just doesn't have a world all to himself. He just uses a giant freight ship in the middle of space.
That is something that, that is something that I think Transform does a lot better than this game, and that is the stage variety.
Oh yeah, definitely. With Transform, it's like you got the Wisp world, the minecart world. Well, not minecart, but roller coaster anyway. You got like the tropical park, water park, getting shocked by lightning zone.
Yeah, you've got stuff like the streets of Tokyo with the Jet Set Radio Crew, San Francisco with Crazy Taxi,
Amigo.
Yeah, all of those fun worlds. Meanwhile, here it's all restricted to Sonic zones, which is okay, but they needed to pick more of a variety, I feel. And I think that's why I think the ice level is probably my favorite looking and sounding, along with the bingo stage, because it really does mix it up past green pastures and bright blue skies. I guess that goes back to the tone, though. This game being more lighthearted, I get why they'd want to go with brighter stages, but still.
Mountain Man says, I have tomorrow off, so I'll be on to hang out. Just limited to my on-the-road rig. Gavin's not streaming tomorrow. But,
I am not streaming
you're
tomorrow.
welcome to hang out with me, because I'm going to be on voice chat all day tomorrow.
However, we are streaming Sunday. We're streaming FNAF Security Breach. We're going to finally have the final part of that, which is great for me. And then the next day, we'll find out if we get to continue it into November because of DLC.
Right. The DLC is coming out at some point.
If it's coming out, if it's real. There has been no announcements or anything.
Yeah, they just said, hey, we got a DLC coming out, and they're like, oh, really, when? No, we're not gonna say.
I'll never tell.
Yeah, I'll never tell.
Oh boy. Loves the pretty place, does a trick into the ground. Way to go! The cat sucks at driving.
Well, I mean, yeah, cats don't have opposable thumbs.
Then how am I playing this game?
Mind control?
Sure.
Either mind control or you're having Karmic somehow magically do it, even though he is a goat and goats have hooves, not hands. Because, I mean, I'm certainly not. I mean, I got the opposable thumbs for it, but I'm certainly not.
Oh, man. I do wish the story mode was a little shorter. It is rather meaty. I like that there's all these challenges and stuff, but...
They're trying to put some meat on your bones.
Trying to put something somewhere.
They know you haven't had a good racing game with a story since Sonic Riders.
Yeah, I still kind of... I kind of wish the Babylon Rogues would have shown up in this game, though. It would have added a bit more variety.
Imagine if Sonic, they made a Sonic racing game where, like, there's a feature where if you're playing like local multiplayer, like couch multiplayer or whatever, you can like compete against your friends, and whoever wins takes the loser's car. Not permanently, but just for that Grand Prix.
So
race, whoever.
On the topic of that, there are different parts you can get for the cards through the Gachapon, which I plan on showing off near the end of the game because I'll have tokens to actually spend in the Gachapon. But it's all a fake Gachapon, so you don't have to worry about missing anything or random drops. It's all... you'll never get repeats, so...
Neat.
Also, in terms of taking the opponent's car, there's another racing game we're going to be doing next year called Mega Man Battle and Chase, and in that game you take other opponents' car parts by getting in first in races. And then you can modify your car going into the next following races.
I just make that suggestion because, like back in the day, there was a Need for Speed game where you could literally play against your friends, and whoever wins takes the loser's car. Before they took out that feature. And I mean, I can understand why, but at the same time, it's like, why also did you remove it? It's just amazing. Because I thought I'd just bring that up, considering that we're still talking about racing games.
Well, I mean, we're still playing racing games, so...
That too. Racing and playing a racing game.
Oh, man. I really wanted to be done with this a lot sooner.
Well, I mean, you had to do some things.
Yeah. Maybe I should have started this at 3.
You should start. Imagine you just was like, screw it, and then you started it at noon.
I started it at 4.
You started it at 4, and it's 7:30-ish? It's like, what, 7:30, 8:30? You good?
Yeah, I'm getting messages from all over the place.
Oh.
About something.
Hoping it's nothing bad.
I think somebody got hacked on Discord.
Oh. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. I haven't, so...
Thankfully. I haven't either, thankfully.
If I'm asking people to click on links, it's generally to the YouTube or it's a funny video. You'll never see me post any other links other than YouTube video-related content or, you know, random stupid stuff like my art, so...
Yeah, same here. For me, I don't post anything unless it's a YouTube video or something art-related. And if it's something that's not on either YouTube or, like, something art-related, I usually just download the file and just post it in, in the channel that it goes to. Like, if it's a meme and it's not on YouTube or anything like that, I basically just put it in the meme channel.
I mean, I did one Not Safe for Work piece that advertises this channel, because I thought it would be a fun and cute way to do it.
Was it not?
It worked, so I got nothing.
Oh, okay. I have acapella in my head, and I don't know why.
Cause... I don't know why I want to say cause you're feel of Las Vegas, but... It doesn't make any sense, so I shouldn't say it.
No.
That song's not acapella. I don't know what I'm going on about.
Viva Las Vegas, but in acapella. Has somebody done that?
Probably.
I would love to see that.
Get Bugs Bunny to do it.
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't. Because I can hear it in my head and I don't like it. Which, speaking of voice acting, apparently some of my friends say that I sound like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I don't see it. But then again, I've never watched the show, so.
You don't. So.
Well, I mean, when I do my little voice acting thing.
I mean, I guess I could see that, but.
Like over the years, it's evolved from Stitch to Yoshi to Meatwad.
He's regressing to an Adult Swim character. I mean, what?
which is funny because it's like it goes from child, fictional character to fictional character that doesn't know what it is to adult fictional character. And I don't do my voiceover like ever because I don't know. I figured not a lot of people would want to hear it.
Alright, we're on the final lap here with 18 likes, 3 people watching, and 148 views. So thank you guys so much for that.
And 240 rings.
Woot. 259. Let's see if we can get this 269.
Eh.
Yeah, we passed it.
Could always go to the funny 4 number that has a 20 in it.
What if I want to do all of the funny numbers?
Then it would be 3 6s, a 4, a 2, a 0, and then a 6 and a 9.
We
as long
need...
as it has any other company.
And then a space, and then just the number 2.
Why that?
Because it's 2.
Okay.
You left at 420. You left at 420. You died at 69. Now it's time for the next funny number. 2.
Oh my god, that just reminds me of the Peggle 2 E3 convention. Have you seen that?
I have not.
It was like an E3 convention, and like, they were like, you've played Peggle, but now get ready for Peggle 2, and then it just plays like the music, and then like it just shows Peggle 2, and it's just pure silence after that for like a couple of seconds, and then they just moved on to a new game. But in that 4 seconds, it was just pure awkward of everybody being like, I didn't ask for this. Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for Peggle 2. We barely even remember Peggle 1.
Alright. Alright, took care of it. Hopefully.
Alrighty.
I'm so ready.
You know, I wish there was a racetrack of there was a racetrack of this specific track. Just like I wish there was a real life track that was on this road roulette track.
I don't know how well driving on glass goes. I don't think it goes.
I don't think it would be glass. It would be like
Well, how do you make a translucent tarmac?
I don't know. Concrete.
You can make a translucent concrete.
I don't know.
Listen, I've seen translucent bread before.
Well, I figure it would be like go-karts on the track. And like a very, very reflective, like not specifically glass, but like something that is extremely reflective. Either that or like glowy. Empathy FCC says I want Peggle 2. Then why weren't you at the E3 convention clapping and cheering? Everybody else was just pure. It was just pure silence.
E3. Okay, E3. E3, well, I forget which one it was. Whichever one that had the Bethesda conference with like the 3 or 4 people in the front row seat just wooing and clapping at everything they said to make fun of them.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
The one where they couldn't go like 3 words without somebody going, woo, yeah.
Yeah. NPC Apathy says, because I was 11. Well, you know what? I was like 8 when Rosa Parks was on her deathbed, but I could have gone and see her.
That's not a good... You know what? I'm just not even going to touch that.
Just don't touch it. Just let me just wallow in my own...
You're very confused. Punishment.
Yes.
Yeah, streaming with me is now a punishment for all. Leave a like if you feel punished.
Sorry, I thought of Rosa Parks just for some reason, because earlier today I saw a Shower Thoughts that just said that Rosa Parks could have seen Shrek. I was like, no way that's true. I looked it up, Shrek came out in 2001 and she passed away in 2005. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, while it's not wrong, it's probably not right either.
Oh. I mean, if she did see Shrek, I would have loved to have her take on it.
Why?
I don't know.
What would she have added to Shrek?
I don't know, but, like...
These are...
I mean, it's just kind of like in the same question why, like, when you ask a celebrity what their thoughts on just a random subject would be. Like, if you're just like, Ashton Kutcher, what is your thoughts on, like, adopting cats? You would want to know. Does he support adopting cats?
Alright, we're not going over that.
Alright. Anyway.
Apparently Spectre is live on Twitch, so there's somebody to watch.
Knuckles, come on, man.
I know, he's not picking up the slack. It's alright.
I mean, at least we're not like the green team. Green team, one of them was like in like 10th.
I don't like that mean robot.
Oh boy.
It's just a fancy tin can. Nothing to worry about, Big.
I think when it comes to the story, they should have gone through like all of the worlds like maybe once or twice, and that's it.
Not like 4 times.
Let's get back on the
Not like, oh my god, Tails, we're here at Roulette Road, and it's like, Sonic, you have a gambling addiction. This is like the 10th time we've been in this world. Can we please go back to the world with the balloons for the 20th time?
Something is not right.
Guess what? We finally have a new stage with the Haunted Castle.
Okay, let's race.
Haunted Castle?
Yeah, it took us this long to get to a rivals level.
I'm gonna beat you in the next race.
Wow. Is this the first one?
What?
It's based on Rivals 2 and Sonic Adventure 1.
Come on, man. Get your head in the game.
Oh.
I'm totally gonna make you look silly out there. You wanna win, right?
Right, yeah. Okay. Winning.
We're gonna get some of the best silver lines
You ever
coming
had
up.
one of those feelings? Like,
I will be quiet then.
Like you're about to get your car fed to you by a blue hedgehog? No, never.
I'm not hungry, but thanks.
Wow, dude. You take all the fun out of trash talking.
I love Silver so much. He's just such he's so goofy, and the explanation I have come up with for Silver being this way makes it even funnier to me.
Yeah?
But you'll have to wait until I do the modern Sonic timeline to hear my explanation for that.
Oh, that's gonna be a treat.
Oh yes, it will. It'll be me and Artie. The stage is awesome.
You, Silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say in your dreams, Sonic.
In your dreams, Sonic.
Too late. The moment's passed.
I was born ready.
Time to...
And there's the best line that Silver has in this entire game. Silver taking the fun out of trash talking is my favorite part of this game.
Oh yeah, we're gonna throw you in the garbage, and then we're gonna, like, take the garbage bag and put it in the dumpster.
I'm gonna do this, Silver! Okay. No, you're supposed to say in your dreams. In your dreams! No. No, you ruined it. I don't even know how you ruined it, but you ruined it. And it's, like, perfect. I love it.
Man, there's people talking out in my hallway.
Nice. I can't hear them on your mic, so...
You can?
I cannot.
Okay. I was gonna say, they're not talking that loud.
Yeah, I can hear a whole argument on the other side of that wall.
Nah, they're not arguing.
See, my point exactly. I can't hear them. Oh, man. I was supposed to go until, like, 6 o'clock. But now we're just...
and it's like, what, 8 now?
It is now 7:39.
Yeesh.
That's gonna cost me. Help.
I appreciate the gesture.
Oh, thanks, please.
Good teamwork. Thanks.
Trying not to get eliminated here.
Slingshot success.
Sonic was eliminated, and then they just eject him into space.
Make way for the superior team.
Metal Sonic was eliminated.
Oof. Plasma says 6:40.
This is as good as it gets.
Gavin lives in East Coast time.
I wish it was 6:40, then I'd be nearing the time when I wanted to finish.
Yeah. For me, it's 4:40. So.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Perks of the West Coast.
I'd still, trust me, I'd still end up waking up late. I woke up late this morning. I was supposed to...
Yeah, I did too. Again, it's one of my days off, so...
Well, I stayed up late last night working on that 4K image for the starting of the stream because I wanted to be like, hey, we hit 400. I've got new assets and stuff.
I gotta make SML with long hair.
Huffy.
I gotta make him look like a dog.
SML getting mad that he got free art.
No, I'm not mad. It's just, why did you make my hair that long?
Because that's where you have... Because the reference sheet says that long. Remember when I did the reference sheet and then you didn't give me any direction other than one image?
Oh, right. Never mind then. That reminds me, I've got to save up money for more, so that way I can commission more people. There's some specific artists that I will certainly like to get commissions from, that I cannot say.
It's not me. I guarantee it.
I also had some weird sort of deja vu where I'm like, I swear we played this level before.
Yeah, because it's like half a mixture of like a haunted level and a half a mixture of Spagonia's night area from Sonic Unleashed.
You know, speaking of spooky, if there's one thing I've noticed is that there is essentially that the creation of the Nightmare Before Christmas genre of stuff where it's like for Halloween, it's like in the month of October, it's fine to post Christmas stuff as long as it's got a spooky theme to it, like a snowman with a pumpkin head.
Listen, Christmas has always had a slight spooky theme to it, with the ghosts of Christmas future, past, and present.
Yeah.
Some religions believe that Christmas is a time where you're closer to your ancestors and the dead.
That's weird.
It is weird, but... Hello, Plasma Phi! Looks like someone threw the Nickelodeon slime at a haunted house! Yeah, that's up.
The Arrow Crag, or whatever it's called. Wait, Aggro Crag? Is that it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Good job out there, Silver.
God, do you remember the old logo for the Nickelodeon, like, studio?
What? Oh, thanks.
See, Silver's blanking out as much as I'm blanking out in this game.
You're just running through the motions of the game.
Oh, right! So, we have this world and then the final world. So, I think I'm going to change the thumbnail and continue this next week. Because...
Yeah.
Each
Because,
world...
like, you're at a point... Because you're at a point right now where, like, at the start of the stream, you're like, wow, I'm so full of energy, and now you're just, like, on the verge of passing out.
Yeah, I am. So,
and nobody wants to see you sleep on stream.
I know. I remember when I did the 24-hour Mega Man video. Still upset YouTube cut that down to 12 hours. We made it for like 16 or 17. Regardless, next time we'll finish up the adventure story and whatnot. Once again, I've got a Twitter at GavinDragonYT. You can subscribe, leave a like, donate to the PayPal on your screen or in the description below. You can also, click on the other videos whenever the video gets done processing. If you're live, of course, you'll have to just go to the channel. We've got a Discord, Twitter, all sorts of stuff. Anything else? But that's it for me. I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Good night, everybody.